Hope you guys are doing great today. We're not going to get too excited until we get some people in here. But let me just say this. Forgot what I was going to say. Feel free to like us, subscribe to us, join our channel, donate money to our PayPal account. We need that severely. Please do that. Get a couple things done, then we're going to go hang out outside. Everything looks good there. But if you're catching this on the replay, we greatly appreciate that. We appreciate everybody more than they know. Let me try something here, my friends. Oh, Daisy, my dog, is all excited. We are having a beautiful day. Got to make sure I get some tea with me when I go outside here. Our house is a mess. I need to clean it up tonight after the live stream. This is what I think I'm going to do. We got a whole bunch we got our garden set in the house. Lorelai's trying to grow a bunch of plants, right? So we got them all growing here in the house. I'll show you. All right, maybe I'll have it. Ooh, that grape's no good. Nah, I think all my grapes are no good. I want to go outside. You guys want to join me outside? I got to come back in real quick and get a drink. Oh, Lily. Let's do our first outdoor live stream of the year. Thank you all for watching. Hey, remember to give us a thumbs up and tell everybody in the world that we're live. We're excited today. All the beautiful women will be here shortly. Because I know that's what everybody's looking for, is the beautiful women. Come on. Instead, you get me for a little bit. All right, let's go over here. Let me see if the sun's going to be in y'all's eyes. Hopefully it won't be too bad. There we go. Man, we are cooking with gas now, boys and girls. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. We appreciate that. Make sure you go to our PayPal account and put a bunch of money in there for us. It's right there on our our homepage of our YouTube channel, our link to PayPal. Please feel free to go put a bunch of money in there for us. We could use it. I promise you I'll spend it on myself. So, appreciate everybody watching, being here today. It's about 78 degrees. It's in March still. I'm going to hang out in the backyard until it gets dark. I need a rest. But man, it's a beautiful day. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day. What's going on in y'all's world? You know, let us know, man. Tell us what's going on. Do you have a YouTube channel? Are you trying to grow your YouTube channel? Are you trying to find a beautiful woman to date yourself? Let me know. What in the world is going on in y'all's world? And I'll tell you a lot about crap. What's going on in my world. Probably need to do this. There we go. All right. America's going crazy, if you guys didn't know that. But crazy in a good way, I think. So, all right. Man, don't mind how bad my backyard looks here. I haven't got it set up yet for spring. So we're still kind of discombobulated. It's a mess. Dirty here. But as time goes on, we'll have a much prettier backyard. Pat's in the house, and hello. Thank you, Pat, for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, I'm outside today, Pat. I'm going to hang out outside. Get the phone plugged in. There we go. I got my glass of tea, Pat. Today's been a beautiful day. It was in the 81 degrees here. Thank you, Pat. Man, we'll see if we have an interesting live stream or not tonight. Me and my dogs were outside. See, there's Lily laying down in the grass. She's like, I'm tired, I'm gonna take a nap. But what a beautiful evening. You got to take advantage of the beautiful weather. Yeah, I see. Does sound good. I got my area is a mess. Yeah, the extension cord laying there. Got the sink, portable sink behind me, covered up. Our furniture is still chaotic. It's a real mess back here. But hopefully one day, maybe next week, if the weather's really nice, if we get up in the 80s again, maybe I'll get the pressure washer. I'll bring it out here. I'll pressure wash and clean everything really, really well is what I do. I take everything out of the porch, move it into the grass. I wash the chairs. I'll wash my fire pit, my coffee table. I'm going to rearrange this area, I think, this year. I wash everything, the walls, the ceiling fan. We got a big ceiling fan up here. So the concrete, I will power wash everything and make it look nice. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to doing. I just haven't done it. And because it's still too cold. It's still early in the year. We haven't started barbecuing outside yet or not. So, but that's all right. We'll get there. But we thank everybody for watching. We got a bunch of people in the background. So whoever's in the background, say hello and good day to you. But yeah, right now I got birds a feeding. I got some of my subscribers who live in Australia that I really like. They have birds in their backyard in Australia, but they're like parrots. They're tropical birds. I get these blackbirds and doves. That's where my bird feeder is, right there. And there's blackbirds eating off the ground. I don't know where the doves are. The doves are somewhere. But I'm jealous of my friend in Australia. They send me pictures of parrots. And it's like, oh, this is my backyard. I'm like, damn. Pat says they changed the court date. Oh my God, for the ex-wife. Why? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm hoping it's a good thing. I hope it's in your favor. I hope it serves you well. So, why is it a bad thing? Is it because you got to pay the higher rate until you're able to challenge it in court? So it's like another month where you got to pay more than you should or something? Is that kind of the thing? Or is it bad just because you want to get this done and over with? Because, the custody thing. So it's another month without custody. Okay, that makes good sense. And I don't blame you there. I don't blame you there. Now, your son is over the age of 12, if I remember right. Yeah, but if she has a case, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter What matters is, does she have any legal standing? Not her motivation, but her legal standing. So he's 18 in May, so he's going to be an adult in a couple months, so he can live wherever he wants. There shouldn't be any more child support, right? He can do whatever he wants when he turns 18. He can join the military. He can do whatever he wants. So hopefully that will resolve a lot of your issues with the ex, right? Is if when he becomes an adult, well, I understand, and you want to get him out of that situation, right? But the good thing is, look, he's going to be 18 in a couple months. Girls, come here. He's going to be 18. It's going to be all over with. The money's, you don't got to pay her child support. He can live with you. He can live with her. He can live on his own, which he probably will want to when he gets, how young kids are. So that's a good thing, right? You got a few more months, and then you can put this behind you. And I was telling somebody today, yesterday, we're talking because he's going through a divorce situation. And I was talking to them, and I'm like, you don't know how good you're going to feel when this garbage gets behind you. And when you no longer have to bang your head against the wall, right? Then you won't have any headaches. So by him turning 18, and I don't care how you do it, whether you win in court or he turns 18 and he ages out. But either way you look at it, you're going to win, right? And that's a good thing. You're going to win because it's going to be over. And what I believe in, and I was telling my friend this, is this. Once it's over, then it's over. And what I mean by that, Pat, and what I encourage people to do, why is that guy doing that? What I encourage people to do is to recognize it's over. And what I mean by that is not giving it any more energy. Don't think about her. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Don't anything. When you move on, you move on. And I really mean that. And I know sometimes it's hard for us to let go because we have angerness and bitterness. And we know that they did wrong and we got wrong because they, lie, they cheat, they steal, they do bad things, right? We know that, and it happens. But if we let it continue when we don't have to, is what I was telling my friend yesterday. Say, look, as soon as you get X, Y, and Z done, and then you're done. You never have to see her again. You never have to talk to her again. You have no business with her, no financial situations with her. It's all 100% over with. Then you can completely move on with your life and embrace the future by getting rid of the negativity. And that's what I encourage you to do. Because it's better for you. It's better for you. And I was telling him this. It's better for your mentality. And it's kind of what we talked about yesterday a little bit. Haters, why do you want to hang on to negativity? And we don't. We want to be powerful. We want to be positive. And I tell people all the time, positivity is power. I don't know if you guys realize this or not out there, and I know we don't have a big audience tonight, but if you think about it, being positive is one of the most powerful things that you can do. It just is. Because that means nobody has power over you. Hang on, my dog. All right, Daisy, we're going to fix this so I don't got to pick you up every 10 minutes. Hold on, everybody. I got to move the camera for a minute. My dog wants a chair. Man, it's heavy. Jesus Christ, why is that so heavy? I must be getting old. All right, Daisy, there you go. You can get up in either chair you want to get in. All right. So we got this little thing here. I'll try to show you. There's Daisy, the dog, digging in the yard. There's a mole in the yard, but this is a little hammock type thing. She wants to sit in the chairs. But she's too short to jump up. Oh, Daisy. She's too short. All right. Pat, that's what I think. I don't know. I mean, and it's not about the details. I mean, you know, we either spin our wheels and stay in the same place, or we keep moving forward. And I'm not an expert in it. I'm not saying I'm wise or I'm good at it, but I try to move forward. I really do. I try to keep moving. I mean, I have a lot of issues, as you guys all know. We struggle in every part of life. We do well in every part of life, but you just keep going and going and going. It's when we run into roadblocks, you know, Lorelai gets more upset about things than I do. I just get upset, I get bent out of shape, and then I get over it, and I try to move on. So I try to, you know, keep going, Pat. I keep just going. All right, I just spent $500 on Lorelai's car. I had to buy tires, $1,200 in tires. Holy shit, and smoking butt farts. All right, that hit the pocketbook really hard. But what am I gonna do? I gotta do it. So I do it. Lorelai was, when I told her, the first quote on Lorelai's car was almost $2,000 to have fixed. And I told her this, and I said, but now wait a minute, just calm down. It's going to be adjusted and worked through. And she's, you know, freaking out to high hell, you know, just stressing, not freaking out, but just stressed tremendously over that big of a ticket item. And we got it down to about $400. So, because some of the things were under warranty, which is good. So, you know, but me, I'm like, well, Lorelai, I don't care if it costs $5,000. We got to fix your car. We can't not fix it. It just, shit sucks. And so when shit sucks, you just suck it up and deal with it. And then you move on and you pay for it, you know, and it's the same thing. I mean, I don't drive my truck a lot, but, you know, it was driving really rough and having flats, and I could have not bought tires probably for another 6 months and just not driven the truck much, but I like to drive it from time to time, and I go fishing in it, and I want to blah, blah, blah. So I bit the bullet and spent $1,200 on tires. So what are you going to do, right? And when I know that old saying about when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Well, you know, when life gives you lemons, you just throw the lemons in the garbage and you move on, because nobody wants to drink your damn lemonade. So, you know, but I don't know. That's just kind of how I see things. But we appreciate everybody watching, you guys hanging out in the background there and giving us a thumbs up if you guys would. But so, I don't know. What else is going on in your world, Pat? I mean, do you see a better future when he turns 18? Do you see the skies opening and, you know, the world clearing? I told my mother and her husband soon I go to the Philippines, bring fiance, get married. Good. Well, I think you should, Pat. I think you need to find somebody. I encourage everybody to find somebody. I really do. I think it was one of the, even though, look, I'm going to tell everybody this. Marrying Lorelai, without question, was fantastic. Great. And I would have had a very good life without her, but I've had a very good life with her. Different one than I would have had without her. So, Pat, you're the same way. You could have a good life without, but we want to have a companion. And I got other friends that are looking like James and everybody else who would really like to have a life partner, as my grandparents used to call it. You need to have a life partner. And I encourage you to do that. You just got to find the right one. I see a better future. Yeah, absolutely. Because he's a good kid. And is he going to come live with you when he turns 18? Is that kind of the plan? Is he going to come live with you? Or is he going to go in the military? Is he going to college? What's he going to do? All right, good. And so, truly, only has a couple of months. And what you got to do with him is just tell him, hey, you know where the future is. You know it's going to get better no matter what. One advice I give, because, I talk to a lot of people. Sorry. One of the pieces of advice that I give is with divorce cases and children, no matter how bad the woman is or the husband is, never talk bad about them in front of the kids, even the adult children. Just don't go there because I've seen this a lot, where one parent will try to influence the children about the other parent. And granted, the other parent may be bad, but it's not for us, the adults, to tell the children that mama's bad or that daddy's bad. I think that's wrong. I think we need to let children learn and figure things out on their own. We don't have to, I guess I look at it like this. The proof is in the pudding. We don't have to tell anything. We just got to let people be people. Right? And that's all we got to do. And I've been saying this for years at the college. The proof is in the pudding. How people are will come out. Their true natures will come forward. Children may be blinded and disillusioned because they're children, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with children not understanding things correctly. It just is. Nothing wrong with that. But I don't like it when parents try to say, well, you don't understand. Your mother's really a drug addict and she's a whore and she does this and she does that. I don't like that. I think you just let the children figure that out on their own. Because when they do, what happens is, one, they have more respect for you, the parent that's not knocking the other parent. And two, they understand that, one, they've come to that conclusion themselves. You haven't told them. So it really does work in your favor. And then what I encourage, Tim's in the house. Good evening, Pac. Thank you for coming in, Tim. Thank you for the thumbs up. How's things in the Philippines? But and then of course what I tell friends is, like in your situation, when the child learns that one parent is bad, not good to be around, that's not a healthy situation, what you remind the child is, say, that may be, but remember, they are your biological mother, and in some way, shape, or form, they love you. And then you shut up, and you don't do anything else. Everything is good in the Philippines. Is it 102 degrees or just 100 degrees? It got up to 81 degrees today here, Tim. It's cooling off now. We're sitting outside. This is I think our second live stream outside for the year of 2025, which I'm getting excited about. I got so much to do this year. It's unbelievable. I feel overwhelmed. With everything I got to do, I feel kind of overwhelmed. I feel excited, but I feel overwhelmed. I know physically it's going to be a rough year for me. I let my son make his own decisions. He knows what he wants. Yeah. I think that's good. So 101 in the Philippines, which is good. It is good. I totally agree with you. It is very good. So Tim, I was going to tell you yesterday, but I forgot, and you went off to the gym. I'm kind of sad, but finally, Lorelai had enough of the person who was abandoned in the Philippines, who has the root canal issues, I guess, now, and the drinking problems. I guess he was bugging us so much on Messenger and things, trying to call us and send us messages. And Lorelai finally had enough and just totally blocked him from everything. So we never responded because of what he said about us and myself and all of that. And we don't want to get into his drama. We're not into that stuff. But I just thought it was strange that he kept bugging us. And so the other day, finally, she asked, she's like, can I just block him off of everything? And I'm like, I don't care. I don't know how to do it, but you do whatever you want. So we have no clue what's going on with him. But I know you kind of know that person. So I thought I'd tell you that was kind of strange. Him starting to call us, through Messenger versus, texting or sending written messages. But we're not going to give him any money. I have no money for him. I have no advice for him. I've given every piece of advice I could to him to help him out. I've tried to call his mother in America for him. I tried to get a hold of his mother in America for him. I did all of that. I did a lot for him. So yeah. Well, you took care of business. Well, technically she did, because I don't know what. I don't do the phone. Lorelai's the boss. I know how to turn it on and use it. That's about it. So, but she got fed up and said, because she never liked him anyway. And she knows how hard I tried to help him out, but whatever. So I just thought I'd mention that she finally took him off of everything. And I mean everything, I guess. So, but no, she's taking care of business. She's working now, slaving away, earning that money so I can buy a beach house. Just not enough money. We got a video coming out tonight for all of you members about Lorelai's new rice cooker. So I bought her a rice cooker so that when we go traveling to the Airbnbs, we have a small rice cooker. One, there's a couple things, to be honest. We have a big rice cooker, and it burns the rice when it warms. I think the heating element adjust it incorrectly. But she doesn't eat much rice. And so I throw away a lot of rice. So part of my plan is to use this little bitty rice cooker. It's just enough, 2 cups, for her and the dogs every day. Should be the perfect amount so I have no more waste of rice. And maybe that will help me save money because I throw away a lot of rice because I got to make 2 or 3 cups in this big one or it gets real thin and gets worse. And I know it's kind of silly, but then it dries out or gets moist or whatever, and I wind up throwing away rice. So I got this little one so that we can just grab it and take it traveling. Because when we go to the Airbnb in a couple of weeks, most Airbnbs we've been to, and we've stayed in a bunch, don't have rice cookers. And you all know how the women folk like the rice cookers. So I'm hoping to save a little bit of money. And I know rice is fairly cheap. Is it? $20 a pound? I don't know what rice is in the Philippines anymore. I think we pay $20 a pound here. No, $1 a pound. I think we pay about $20 for a 20-pound bag of rice. Yeah, I think it's roughly $1 a pound. I don't know what it is in the Philippines. Pat, what do you guys do? Does that guy have salt and pepper here? No, he's Pat. Sorry, I missed your comment. No. It's Jack Hobson. I'll tell you his name. I have no problem with that. Jack Hobson's his name. That's the name of his YouTube channel too. I think. I don't think it has any different name. No. He I guess maybe he has salt and pepper hair. I don't know. It's kind of gray and black. I guess. Yeah, maybe. So his story very simply is his mama's Filipina. She's really rich. He got sent to the Philippines to live because of his alcoholism, and he was promised $1,000 a month to live in the Philippines, and then all of a sudden his mama, after a few years, decided not to give him $1,000 a month anymore, so he's throwing a fit all over the world and e-begging. But what it is his alcoholism. What has happened is his family has decided to cut him off because he's a drunk. And they don't want to, and I told him this because I talked to him about this and all of that. And I told him what they don't want to be is the people that give you the money that kills you. I had a situation like that with my brother Robert, who's dead now. But there was a time when his alcoholism was so bad, I didn't want to be the one giving him, supporting him so he could kill himself by drinking. And I told Jack just that. Your family don't want to be the people that support you to kill yourself. They don't want to do it. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be the one that gave you the money to kill yourself on, right? So I tried to get him to understand where his family was coming through, but I don't think he did. But his name is Jack, and he's not a bad guy. He I think he's a little bit of a scammer, but he's not a bad human. I don't think. It just he got mad at me on one of my live streams because he was trying to put Dennis in timeout because Dennis didn't agree with him on something. So he thought it was appropriate to punish you guys on my live stream without my permission. And it would have been like him trying to punish Pat or Tim or somebody like that. Or, Dennis or any of the blue people, which the blue people I trust. And he got into it with Dennis a little bit because, Dennis likes a joking kid. And I talked to Dennis today, by the way. And I told Jack privately, I did it, now it's public, but privately, away from live stream on Messenger, look, here's what I need you to do. I need you not to do that. I don't want you to put blue people into timeout. Don't put Dennis in timeout without asking me first. I will decide who gets to timeout. Now, you guys as moderators who are blue, if you see a troll coming in doing this, well, then we need to take care of that. We can milk it for all we can get, but at some point we may have to put them in timeout. But I don't want regulars putting regulars in timeout without a really damn good reason. And not agreeing with each other is not a good enough reason. So I told him all of this, and he got pissed, extremely pissed, and wrote me a nasty, nasty message and called me everything in the book. So what I did, because I'm not going to go back and forth, I messaged him back. I replied. I said, well, I guess you know what my answer is. And that's the last statement I ever made to him. And basically, if he didn't figure it out, my answer was, I'm done with you. There's no more communication. But he's kept bugging us ever since, probably because he needs money. But I just have that. I think, we need all of you blue people to do your thing. But blue people don't need to attack other blue people. It's, we need to have a open dialogue here where people can feel free to say what they want to say within, the scope of good taste, I guess. So that's the big drama. And he has a big hit, and he has free housing in the Philippines, but we get tired, all of us get tired of the woe is me people. And we know some other channels like that we don't have much to do with. They're all about, oh, woe is me. Woe is me. My life is so horrible and bad. And it's all somebody else's fault. We all suffer. We all go through tragedies. We all go through nightmares, our own personal nightmares. We all go through our financial struggles. We all go through periods of loneliness and sadness. We all go through ups and downs. That's normal. And I think it's great to share that and to talk about that. I think what's not good is when you try to blame it on everybody else. Because I'm a firm believer that everything's my fault in my world. I'm the one driving the bus. Now, granted, I can't do anything about it if I get sideswiped by a car and blah, blah, blah. Hey, it just happens. But what happens after that is on me. So how I react to it, how I handle that. He could have made money in the Philippines. I gave him all kinds of ways that he could have made money in the Philippines, but he didn't want to do any of that because Mama promised me $1,000 a month and she quit giving it to me. And so now I'm mad and I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit here and drink and die. Well, all right, have a good time. Yes, we do that. That is normal. Yeah, it is. So, Tim's, I just didn't like seeing him drinking beer at 7. Oh, I know. I can't do that either, Tim. And there's several of the guys out there that we know in our community, and I have a fishing community that I'm part of too. That are that way, that are chronic drinkers, heavy drinkers, and it's sad to see. And I couldn't drink, that's a no-no. So it's sad to see these people, and I've had experience with alcoholism because I got a brother who's dead from it. So, and I've had friends, and so I get it. You know, my brother and I had a really close friend the same way. At 7, as soon as he gets up, got a Miller Lite beer, which is nasty anyway, and from all day long they would just drink consistently, and that's the way he is. And he was on that red horse for a long time, and it put him in the hospital several times. And it's kind of like Michael McFarland, who's a really nice guy, but you can't do anything about his alcoholism. I can drink about 4 beers, and that's about it. I'm lucky to get 2. Beer fills me up, but I do like a dark beer, like a Guinness. After 1 Guinness, I'm good. It's too filling for me. I get bloated if I drink more than that. So I just drink 1. Makes me cheap. And people, and you know, you guys have all heard, and I'm sure you have, and known people. Look, people aren't going to get healthy until they decide to get healthy. I can't do. There's nothing I can do to convince Jack to quit drinking and to get his shit together. Nothing. And all the advice that I gave him was because he asked me questions. So I've learned along the way that I don't give advice unless I'm asked, unless I'm on my channel. But if you want to know my opinion or my advice, I will give it to you directly. Other than that, your life is your life. And I know from from the alcoholism thing, they're not going to quit until they're ready to quit. And that may be never. Just may not be. So, but getting liquored up all day long is not a good thing. I lost a good friend that died from alcoholism poisoning, yes. And I also lost a brother who did that. Yeah, see, my brother Robert died from alcoholism. He died from conditions related to his alcoholism. You know, the liver, the kidneys, all of that. MJ and Venus, yes, it is. MJ's in the house. You changed your channel name again. I like this one. It's shorter. MJ and Venus. And now you're giving props to the woman. Good man. Good to see you, MJ. Thank you. Yes, it is. Smiley face. It's all right, MJ. We know. Yes. So, you know, my brother died from, you know, chronic illness due to his alcoholism. I don't know how many times, he tried to stop and he couldn't. So he wound up dying young. People complained the other names was too long. Did they? Okay. All right. Well, this isn't a bad one. I mean, MJ and Venus is nice. So it's good. I like it. I can't drink every day. I have to focus on other things to keep my body going. Yeah. I don't drink every day just because, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I never became a big drinker. I just don't. So now it's just our names. I think it's good. Tim said, I quit drinking alcohol in 1992. Damn. Wow. That's good, buddy. You know, I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing, right? And I drink almost every day, but beer mostly, MJ says. Well, the interesting thing, here's the question. Why do we drink alcohol? Why do we drink it? I mean, what? And by we, I mean humans. Why do humans drink alcohol? I've often wondered this. Why do we drink alcohol? Does anybody have any thoughts on that? And I mean, that's an open question. I don't know the answer. Why do humans drink alcohol? I don't know. I mean, what made us as a human species go, oh, this fermented fruit, is something I'm going to drink. I like the way it helps me with my social anxiety and shyness. Okay. I can open up and interact more easily. Yes, I think that's true. Right. And so those are part of the reasons why you drink it, or you could do marijuana, either or. Many drinks because of depression, then it suffers even more. Right. Because alcohol is a depressant on top of depression. Pat says it helps me pee a lot. Yes, it'll go through you. But I mean, it's kind of like as a human species, right? Is our body, our genetics, designed to be looking for something that makes us feel good? I don't feel depressed. Good. MJ says, Pat says, sure does go through it. Yes. So maybe I'm fortunate. Yeah, I think you are. I don't think you're depressed either. I don't think my brother who died was depressed in a sense, but I think the alcohol caused him to have depression. Young Miss Bai is in the house. Good morning, Filipina Bai in the province. How are you today? How's things in the Philippines for you? I don't have any problem with anybody drinking, anybody abusing alcohol. I don't have any problem with anybody doing anything they want to do to their own body. That's your body. You do whatever the hell you want to it, but don't come complaining to me when you go downhill. Don't ask me to fix your problems and get you out of your DWI. Don't ask me to, bail you out of jail because you got drunk and fell down in the parking lot, or you caused a scene because you were drunk at a concert. You know what I mean? So I don't care what anybody does. If you're smoking crack every day, more power to you. Just don't call me when you can't pay your rent. So I'm one of those guys. Everybody say hello, by the way, to each other, and say hello to young Miss Bai. If you guys haven't said hello, and thank you all for the thumbs ups and all that good stuff. MJ says, I get an annual check, that blood test, liver, and other checks. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. And you're doing good. So far, I've been good, yeah. But I don't think you probably, I think you know your limits. You can, and one thing I'll say is different bodies are prone differently. I think genetically, it's like the Native American population. Alcoholism and alcohol fetal syndrome in the Native Americans is way higher than in like my population, my genetic population. So their genetics make them more prone to alcoholism. So I think it's a lot about your genetics, about the long-term effect of it. Hey friend, can you help me? I spent my last dollar on San Miguel beer and now I can't afford food. That's correct. And that's what Jack would say, but then Jack would go buy beer. So my driver drinks a lot. Maybe he's acid drinks and wow. Maybe he's had 6 drinks in 14 years. Yeah, that's a lot. I got a wasp flying around over there. I stop when I feel drunk and go to sleep. There you go. Native Americans are genetically different, and that's the true fact about them and their drinking. That's right. That's why the fetal alcohol syndrome is so high in that genetic pool, right? So it affects everybody. And I just think my genetics, my family genetics, it's not good. Our bodies, all of us, our bodies are not top of the line. We got second class bodies in my family. So, and when you throw on a bunch of alcoholism like my brother Robert did, right? Well, it took him down. If I was an alcoholic with a heart condition and lung failure and heart failure and kidney issues, how I would be dead by now, right? My body wouldn't be able to tolerate me being an alcoholic. It just wouldn't do it. So I'm grateful that I'm not. I do like to drink once in a while socially. I like wine coolers, believe it or not. I like those girly wine coolers. And I like a really good martini, especially when I'm out on a cruise ship or somewhere. I always have a martini. Pomegranate is my favorite martini. But I usually have one at dinner, and that's it. So, oh my, Goulet, Jack is still around. Oh yeah, you remember Jack. Yeah, well, I was telling Tim, because Tim knows him, Lorelei finally blocked him totally because he kept trying to reach out to us through Messenger and trying to call us through Messenger, and we wouldn't answer. And I'm sure he wanted money, but we finally Lorelei did, I didn't do it. She asked if it was okay, and I told her absolutely. So my Lorelei just blocked him completely from Facebook, Messenger, everything. So that we don't have to because I wasn't going to answer it, and I'm not going to entertain it. So I don't know, MJ. I know you had your issue with Jack too. So it seems like Jack has issues with everybody. He had them with Dennis. You know, maybe I have issues with everybody. Maybe that's it. Maybe people have issues with me. Hell, I don't know. But it did seem like Jack seemed to get in, and he had issues with Ronald. You know, it seemed like he just kind of went around and got what he could get out of everybody and burned those bridges. It's not you. Well, I don't know. I know this. MJ and Pat and Tim and everybody who's listening in the background. I will say this. I know a lot of people don't like me, and I'm okay with that. I really am. Really, really am. I've always been okay with people not liking me. I don't care. It's okay, you know. I don't like a lot of people. So I'm okay with people not liking me. I just am. It's just one of those things. Maybe I'm a little different in that aspect. But says it's not you, Brother David. Well, that's good to know, but even if it was me. Now look, I feel bad and I have empathy for Jack and people like Michael, and I like Michael McFarland. He's interesting. But you know, there's a lot of really good people on the internet. You know, like Kiko's a really good person. I don't see Kiko much anymore, but really good person. Ronald, the professor's a really good guy. You know, there's a lot of really good people out here that we get to experience and learn from and know and grow with. And I really enjoy that. Dennis is a good guy. There's just so many of them. You know, Lorelai has kind of like her own little group too. Some women that, you know, kind of follow her and she mentors them. And so, you know, so it's good. So we got to focus on the good, not the bad, is kind of my thing. And that's what I do. I'm happy for everybody. It's crazy, but I live near the drinking capital of the Philippines, but I don't go to the clubs. Yes. I'll tell you, I don't go to clubs because I can't tolerate the shit. If you're not an alcoholic, if you're not a partier, let's say it that way, just forget alcoholic. If you're not a partier, one of the most worst things is to go hang out at a bar where there's people drinking and getting crazy. It doesn't work. Not going to mention names, but several friends and myself have recently had problems with a Filipina YouTuber. Woo! You should private message me the name, because I would like to know which one that is. Because I get Filipina YouTubers get mad at me because I won't give them money. Because for some reason they think we have money and that I should give them money. But I don't give money. Clubs are too noisy for me. Same thing here. I can't handle the chaos. You know, from like after my coma, and I know I talk a lot about the coma, but I truly can't handle the chaos. But even when I could, when I was a younger man, I didn't like going to bars because I don't like people touching me. I don't want people bumping into me. And I don't want to hear loud, mouthy ass people running their mouths. You know? So I don't like the stupid drunk. You know what I mean? I've never been a fan of that. So that's part of what my problem is with clubs. So I don't know. I'm crazy, I guess. I got to turn on the light out here, guys. So I'm going to get up from the chair and walk over here. Bear with me if I don't kill myself. I'll show you how messy my back porch is in a second. No, girl, stay here. Stay outside. There we go. Oh, I got to turn this light on. I forgot. Just hang on. That'll give me lighting outdoors. All right, let me show you how messy the backyard is. So here's the back porch. That's where Lily and Daisy sleep outside. See, everything's still packed up. So I got to move everything out of there, clean everything, and get it organized. So there's our new dog trampoline bed thing that's in my way. And I got a new, see, I'm gonna kill myself. I got a new Christmas. Sorry, I got a pizza oven. I'd rather be home and have a few drinks and that's it. Yes. I know I was connected, I think on Facebook, to you both. Can't find it. Okay. I thought we were connected on Facebook. Our Facebook is Lorelei David. Is our Facebook page. Lorelei David. It's like both of our names. So if you're not connected to us on Facebook, please do. Not yet. Give it about 2 more weeks, maybe 3. If we get a little bit of rain and some good, nice, warm weather, it will definitely green up. I did have my first yard treatment about a week ago to fertilize it, but it's nice and brown. And I don't want it green because as soon as it turns green and grows, I got to pay my lawn mowing guy to come mow the yard at $50 a pop. But, and I'm cheap. So I try to get the growing season to be as small as possible. So I got to pay him as least as I could. But nothing's green yet. Our rose bushes are blooming. Sorry, not blooming, but leafing out. My trees are just starting to bud here. Dogwoods are dogwoods and red buds are in bloom here, but they're about the only ones. So we're a few weeks away from the big oak pollen and all that other crap that's going to be coming our way. So we're a few weeks from it, and we got a lot of inside plants to bring outside as soon as maybe next week that I put out here. Then Lorelei is growing like 20. My wife is growing 20 cucumber plants and like 20 pepper plants and 20 of those Filipino green bean plants. I have no freaking clue where we're putting them, where they're going to grow at, and what we're going to do if we actually get food off of these. Because there's no way we can eat 200,000 cucumbers. So we're going to be giving stuff away. And I got 1 cherry tomato plant. Oh my goodness. But, so yeah, MJ, if you haven't found us on Facebook, I don't know if I can figure out how to post our Facebook link. Let me see if I don't know how to do that. I got my iPad out. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. Facebook. Yeah. I guess I'm not smart enough to know how to copy a link in Facebook. I thought the grass, yes. But anyway, this is what our Facebook page looks like if you haven't followed us. See it? And there's the name. Can you see it? So it has pictures of us, but it's Lori David. Lori David? Oh, David Lorelei. Hell, I didn't realize that. I got it backwards, guys. I found it was backwards. Okay, that's it. You see a big fat guy and a Filipina girl? That's us. Now the big fat guy is really handsome, so that's probably the right one. But send us a friend request or private messages or whatever, and all that good stuff. Hey, look who's made it in. Pat's laughing at us. Nice backyard, the big white horse says. Well, you know, you want to know, is this bad of me if I tell you I don't like our backyard? Is that crappy of me to tell you I don't like our backyard, that I think it sucks? Is that bad of me? It's not my favorite backyard. I agree that it's good, but it's kind of small for me. It's a brand new house, so there's not much vegetation in the neighborhood because they killed every tree there was. and they planted this. Okay, MJ. But for me, the part of where we live in a very rocky, hard surface here, so you can't dig very deep here. Lorelei and I are really into vegetation, and we have a lot of outdoor lights and things that we want to put up, but we're going to be moving to Alabama hopefully later this year, so we haven't done all of that. And I don't want to put $5,000 or $6,000 into landscaping to make this a dream backyard for me when I'm not going to live here. So I do enjoy the patio area. You know, we have lights, we have a ceiling fans. I think that's really nice. But my patio, my seating area is kind of small. Small lots. And we have a bigger one here in the neighborhood. We have a corner lot, and I put double gates in so you could drive a car back here, an RV or a boat. We have one of the corner lots, bigger lots, and we have the fanciest house in the neighborhood, which probably is not good because we have all the upgrades. There might be a few others that have all the upgrades, but we put all the upgrades in this. But we want to go to Alabama. We want to sell. So, I agree. It's, you know, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a jerk to think that this isn't. It doesn't have a great feeling. We'd like to, and that's why we're going to go to Alabama. We need some more elbow room. We want a bigger yard. We want to be further away from the neighbors. Because look, here, I'll show you guys. There's freaking neighbors everywhere. You know, I mean, look, neighbor. What is that? His house probably isn't 75, 100 feet from mine. We got a fence between us. But, you know, neighbors, neighbors, neighbors. Neighbors, 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 you know. I know this is the way new neighborhoods are, but I kind of like older neighborhoods that were built in the 80s when you had bigger lots, you know, and you had trees and things. I really am looking forward to having something like that to die in, to live for the rest of my life. You want space? Yes, sir. Yes. I see that. What are your plans for your place or land in the Philippines? MJ, we don't know yet. Brother David, did your parents live in the city or rural area? City. Trailer park because we were poor, and then we rented a house. But we lived in a small town. So we didn't live in a city like Indianapolis or Dallas or anything like that. We lived in a small town, this small town that now has become a gigantic town. So, yeah, we lived when I grew up, our population was about 20,000 people. Now it's 100,000. But, what was I going to say? So, about our land in the Philippines. Oh, yeah. Okay, so MJ, a couple things. One, come on, get in your chair, Daisy. I found your message. Whoops. Our land in the Philippines, we don't know what we're going to do. We're thinking about building a retirement home and splitting time between the U.S. and the Philippines, but the problem is our dogs. We've talked about living in the Philippines again in a nice house. But we've also talked about putting rental houses on the property, or selling the land when the place gets fully developed and people want to buy the lots at a markup. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We don't know what we're going to do with the land. We don't know. We're going to go back to the Philippines in 26, I think, next year. Late next year. We plan to go back to the Philippines sometime in late 26 or early 27 at the latest and do some business there. But the land is Lorelei's. We bought it for her for an investment. I'm okay with rental properties on it. I don't know. She has to decide, and it's kind of up to my wife. My wife has to decide where would she rather live when I die, in America or the Philippines. If she wants to go back to the Philippines and live, there's bad things about that, but there's also good things. Then we will build a really nice house in the Philippines that she can live in when she's old. If she wants to stay in America, then maybe we'll just build rental properties. Oh, I will. We'll all get together. We'll try to meet up with some people and hang out. Definitely, MJ. So I found your message. We'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I remember, and I won't say her name either, you know. She since changed her name, okay, which is kind of, that name is kind of strange. If she threw another K on there, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? You know, 3 Ks in a row, that'd be kind of a weird, you know. So she got upset with you and 8 other people and blocked you all. What did she get? Why did she get mad at you guys? Yeah, we can meet up here in America. You know, we can meet up, Pat, in the Philippines, or we can meet up in America. So the town I grew up in had about 5,000 people. Now it has 3,000. All right, so it's going down. Well, I grew up in a town called Rogers, Arkansas in the 80s, in the 90s, you know. I graduated in 86. Small, and probably didn't have 20,000 people. But now our whole metropolitan area has over 1 million people. It's just freaking crazy here. We live in the, you guys know where we live. We live where Bentonville, Arkansas is the home of Walmart, Tyson Food, J.B. Hunt, so many other freaking corporations. It's gigantically crazy here, and we don't like it. Oh yeah, I'll be back in America this year, maybe late June. Well, if you're, let us know if you're anywhere close to us. We can meet up. You know what I mean? So if you're anywhere close, just let us know. So what did you guys do to piss this Filipino YouTuber off? And then I want to know what type of trash talking she did. Give us the gossip. Let us know. What was she saying about all of you fine people? Because I know the people that come to I see your live streams during the day. I just usually can't get to them. But I see them some. So I know that you're doing live streams. And I know the type of guys you're doing live streams on. And everybody, hang on. And none of them seem like bad people. I mean, I get it. If there's my Fishing with Pack channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to me, Fishing with Pack, I need 50 subscribers so I can go live on Fishing with Pack this year. And I got about 7, so I need some help. Well, that's the problem. Don't want to say too much publicly. I understand. We try to help her with advice. That's the problem. A lot of people don't want advice. They want to bitch and they want to complain, but Jack's the same way. Jack didn't truly want my advice. I know you did, but I'm just telling you. You guys could help me get to 50 people so I could do live streams on it. If you could, just help me down the road. If you know anybody, tell them to go subscribe to that channel so I can get 50 people. And then I can do live streams on my fishing channel, because that's what I want to do. I want to take you fishing, and I'm going to do it on that channel. But I can't do it until I get 50 people. So maybe I need to put that in my community page, asking people to subscribe to that channel for me. Maybe I'll do that, because I just need 50. That's all I need. I'm not trying to make money off of it. I just want to be able to do it on that. Pat says, when I was in the Philippines, we asked money or beer. I don't give them. They throw beer bottles at you and had to get away from it. Yes. A lot of crazy people everywhere. I agree. The key in the Philippines is telling everybody that you're poor, that you're broke, you have no money. Nope, sorry. Nope, no money. No budget. But MJ, a lot of these channels want to bitch. A lot of these YouTube channels, a lot of the Filipino channels, they're looking for money. That's their primary goal, is to try to get money. They're looking either for a husband or just people to super chat them and give them money. And so they will come up with drama in hopes of getting that. They like to stir up crap. So a lot of them don't really want true good advice. MJ's, I haven't seen that, Pat. I have, brother, yes. Usually it's the people holding their hands out and says, voila, that's right, yes. I e-beg on my channel, but hell, I can't get anybody to give me that damn 5 million. I don't know what the hell the problem is. Now, Now I'm thinking, hey, what I need to do is ask for $2 from 2.5 million people. Maybe that to get me to my 5 million, but I don't know 2.5 million people. So I only know, 10 people. So y'all guys all need to cough up a whole bunch of money. 500,000 each, I guess. She's looking for a man. Yeah. So you try to give them advice, but they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear advice about how to find a man because they think they know. And of course, then they have to self-reflect upon themselves. And a lot of times, and I've talked to Filipinos, and Lorelai's talked to Filipinos, and we've talked to some girls from Thailand and China too, who think that American men love Asian women, and we do. So they think no matter what, just because they're Asian, that American men will fall all over themselves for them. It's just math problem. Yes, yeah, math problem. My money. A big one, playing broke is a good thing. It is in the Philippines. I play broke everywhere, which is true. I got married. I joke and I tell people, and my wife hates this, but I joke and tell people, crap, I almost killed you guys. I used to be rich and then I got married. So and I tell people this from day one, never tell how much money you have. Never. To anybody. If I can, look, you never tip your hand, never, never, never tip your hand. Lorelai knows how much money we have, but nobody else knows how much money we have or don't have. I mean, not even my brother, who I'm really close to, has a clue about how much money we have. So she has some sort of mental issues where she cannot blame herself. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. Or discount herself or anything. But each and every one of else that she blocks or makes videos about are in the wrong. Well, there you go. That sounds like a woman. I was going to say a typical woman, but I'm trying to be nicer because I need $5 million. So, but MJ, look, that's immaturity is what that is. On a serious note, that's immaturity. That's showing that. And it's showing, and a lot of women, especially American women, but a lot of women in general from around the world, they think their shit don't stink, if you know what I mean. They think it's the greatest thing in the world to get to be with them. They think any man will do anything to be with them. And they don't realize that men aren't doing that anymore. But laughs at that. That's a dangerous, yes. So, yeah, if she can't, and look, and you guys can be honest with me. Look, I don't have a problem with people pointing out my flaws. I don't ask you to because I don't need anything from you. You know what I mean? I don't want anything. Well, I want the $5 million. But other than that, I don't want anything from you guys, right? When people are in demand, though, they don't understand that they can't be picky, right? When you stand on your own 2 feet and pay, and I tell this all the time to young people, when you stand on your own 2 feet and you take no money from anybody, then nobody can say anything about you. Nobody can criticize you. Nobody can challenge you. Nobody can say, what are you doing with your money? Well, I'm paying my bills, mind your own damn business, right? Well, thank you, MJ. Appreciate that. So, but a lot of women think that what's between their legs is so powerful that men will just, oh my God, you're the queen of the world. And it's just, we're not going to do that anymore. We're just not. We're not going to do it anymore. I feel bad for her because what she probably doesn't understand is by doing good networking and connecting with channels and working together, she makes them, we personally, Lorelai and I personally know multiple YouTubers that are now together who met over the years doing live streams or chatting and got to know each other. And we've known a lot of them that have tried, but we've actually know a few that have been very successful at finding each other on YouTube. and got married or is going to get married in the future. So it's very possible. But men doesn't, I don't know about you guys, but me as a man, I don't want piss and vinegar anymore from women. I don't want it. If Lorelai was that type of girl, I would have never married her. We don't want piss and vinegar anymore. And what a lot of women don't understand is if American men are looking towards Asians, most Asians don't have piss and vinegar like American women do. So therefore, that's why they're looking. So don't give us piss and vinegar because we don't want piss and vinegar. We don't want that. Or otherwise, we wouldn't be looking in your direction. If we wanted to marry a bitch, well, we just marry an American woman, and there you go, problem solved. So, you know what I mean? Am I being too harsh? Am I being too harsh? And then there's just some people that are what we call right fighters, right? No matter what, they have to be right. They're right fighters. They will fight to the death just to get you to agree that they are right. Nope, I feel sorry for her and tried to tell her some things and instantly blocked. Went from her calling me best friend to alcoholic and hateful. There you go. Everything in my life, that Venus and I, yeah, I'm with you, that sounds like jealousy. A lot of these channels and people get jealous. A lot of people are jealous of other people. I've had men, get a little jealous because, Lorelai and I have a good marriage. We got friends here. I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about in real life. Lorelai and I have a really good relationship in our community here. We're we mind our business. We go to parties some, but we mind our business. We don't criticize anybody. We pay our bills. We like being around each other. And there's a lot of couples that don't jive like that. So we've actually caught flack because Lorelai and I have a really good relationship. Got me laughing on that one, cousin. Yes. Told her in private one-on-one call that she turned against me on her live stream. Oh, yeah. Well, and it's another way. I'm going to show you something. There's my dog. That's my dog that almost died over Christmas. That's Daisy. She has a heart failure, but we thought she was dying intimately. I just thought I'd show you on her sleeping on her bed. So I did not. So I did a retaliation video after that I haven't seen that. I'll have to go watch. And it sounds like she is toxic. And there's a payoff. Why do people hate? Because they're getting. I told a friend. I got a friend that's going through a divorce, and it's not a bad divorce, but it's an ugly. There's a lot of ugliness, and he's wondering why his soon-to-be ex-wife is being so ugly and hateful towards him when he's a nice guy and he's doing what he can to make this as easy as possible. And I told him, I said, they need attention. People get a payoff. They want attention. And so you either get it by hate or you get it good, positive or negative attention. And it's easier to get the negative attention. My son wanting wiener dogs like yours, but oh yeah, they're great. They're a little expensive, but they're cool dogs. We love wiener dogs. Big White Horse says, some people will defame a person to make themselves, that's correct. It's a disease, don't let it spread on you. Absolutely. Yes, we like the wiener dogs. Yes, you're right. What we do is we deflect and we tear people down so that we look better. That's what the mentality is. We think that's what we're doing. We think we're making ourselves look better by pointing out the flaws of somebody else. But that's really not what the truth is. I like positive attention and friendships. Absolutely. So when you get a negative person, you get somebody who wants to start fights, who wants to do nothing but bitch and whine and cry about things. You move past them. Transference. It's called transference. That's correct. Or I call it redirection. We're redirecting the attention from me to somebody else. Psychology 101, buddy. But I call it, deflection. We're going to deflect so that nobody really, because the deep goal is for people not to find out how bad of a person I am. So I'm going to tell you how bad MJ is because I don't want people to see how bad I am. That's what that is. You can't win with those people, no matter what you do. Jack is one of those. You can't, you're never going to be able to change their logic, their mind, or their thoughts. You're just not going to be able to do it. So don't waste your time. Move on. I tell people to cut bait and get out. Forget it. Nope, not going to do it. And my friend that's going through this, I told him, I said, the lady is wanting attention so bad that whether it's good attention or bad attention, at this point, she doesn't care. She just wants attention. And the attention is called living hell with you because that gives her validation that she's important, that she has value. And that's why a lot of people do this. And it's just, yeah, it is the same thing. It's just the way it is. But you're not going to be able to fix that. You can't transform them into something. Yep, learn quickly with Jack and this girl also, yeah. And look, if they don't want your advice, hey, no sweat off your back, right? Okay, don't take it then. You know, we're not going to recommend you to anybody. You know, we've recommended a lot of women, a lot of channels, but if you're, you know, if you want that negative attention, that's just not what we're going to do. We're not going to help you with that, which is, you know, sad for them. But there are people out there that just want to be right. They're right fighters. No matter what, I got to be right. I'm going to be right. I don't care. No, my dog is not a dog, God damn it. Our dog is a cat. What in the hell's wrong with you? Why didn't you understand it's a cat? You know, they're going to be a right fighter come hell or high water. Which is better, hollow block building house in the Philippines or wood? Well, all right. So you're talking about a house in the Philippines. If you're going to build one that you want to, I think hollow block, obviously, it's much sturdier if it's built correctly versus the bamboo or the nipa huts. But the nipa huts are going to be a lot cheaper. They're not going to be as nice. You can also do a combination of the two, but hollow block by far. Since then, other friends have told me that this is a common thing with this person. Okay. So it's just not me or the 8 other friends. Well, look. If she's having issues with 8 other people, it's definitely not you. Okay? You know what I mean? You don't got to ask anybody else. The proof is in the pudding. If you can't get along with 8 people, then there's something, you know, we know people like this that can't get along with anybody. Well, it's not me. Yeah, hollow block also has air pockets which are good for insulation. That's right. Air gaps can be good. Yes, that is correct. Or you can fill them you can put rebar in them and backfill them with concrete to make the walls even stronger. But I agree with you. There's no transference of energy. The transference of energy through the air versus through the concrete is less. So I agree with you. I like hollow block houses, brick houses, and block houses. You know, if we have the money, I'd like to build a really nice, big Filipino-style one here in America. Wood doesn't last long with the insects and humidity. That's correct. It's going to biodegrade pretty quick. It is. You know, they still make a lot of wood houses in America, and I wish they'd get away from that. I wish they would make more brick houses like they did in America in the 50s, the 40s, and the early 60s. We made block houses back then. I think they should build them. You can cover them up now so you don't even know what they are, but those would be better than what we do now, I think. You'll do that when you're in the Philippines? Good. Yeah. That's our recommendation. I like Filipino-style houses. I really do. I like Asian-style houses. I like the modern vibe, how you can make them look modern and sleek. I like the fact that you can put all your I would run all the electrical through the roof in America down versus through the ground and up. So I wish we could build a nice Filipino house here on a big piece of land. Big man Dennis in the house. I live in a glass house. Don't throw stones at me. Okay. We won't throw any stones to Canada or Mexico. How's that, Dennis? How are you, Dennis? Everybody say hello to Dennis. Been able to do it for a long time? Yes. Yes. What's dangerous animals would be looked for out in the Philippines? What's women? Women? Women. The most dangerous animal in the Philippines are the women. Are you crazy? The women, man. Woohoo! They can make you do shit that you'd never imagine. Just ask Dennis. Man, them women can make you do, ooh, crap. Man, they can get you in trouble in a heartbeat. Actually, it's an igloo. There you go. Up in Canada, it's an igloo. Hello, Dennis. Hey, Joy of X. X of Joy. Mosquitoes are what we need to watch out for in the Philippines. Yes, mosquitoes. MJ, well, the mosquito is the animal, it's an insect, so let's just say it's the creature that kills the most humans in history. Did you know that? The mosquito is responsible for the most deaths ever in the world, in history of the world. Not war, not Trump, not anybody, but the mosquito, not bears. Hey, BWH, where we go here? Tim react to something. Dengue fever, yes. Yeah, you got to watch the mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are horrible in the Philippines. They really are. After Typhoon Odette, our house, we had no power, but we had no screens on the windows, and we were inundated every day and night with mosquitoes. It was horrible. Yep. Mosquitoes are the number one killer in the world of history. Number one killer. Even today, it's the number one killer in modern history. So today, if you do the numbers, it kills more people than anything else. Mosquitoes, oh dang mosquitoes. So, but that's it. But the women is the most dangerous, I think, in the Philippines. I don't like the centipedes creep me out in the Philippines. Those little worms that crawl around in the houses, I don't like those. Man, they creep me out. I don't like those. I don't like the rats. The 5-pound rats. So a lot of bugs in the Philippines. A lot of bugs, I guess. The sewer rats are the worst, one of the worst. But other than women, man, Big White Horse, the women are truly the most dangerous. Precast cement panels. Yeah, I agree. Precast panels, I agree. I totally agree. They go up faster. They work better. Rats are big in the Philippines. One thing I like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. Have you seen these styrofoam blocks that they interlock and they go together and then they pour concrete inside like hollow blocks? But they're made, I think, out of a different material, but it's like styrofoam. And then they coat over it. Man, that stuff, wow. What cable TV are... TV in the Philippines? Oh, Starlink, Elon's thing. Yeah, it would work in the Philippines if you have. Is it called Starlink? It's all right, Pat. Starlink, is that what it is? Elon's thing? Yeah, it works worldwide. I mean, it definitely works worldwide. Cable television sucks in the Philippines for Americans. It just does. I would advise you not to worry about cable television in the Philippines. Antenna's fine, and then you just do Netflix and that type of Netflix and YouTube. Even most of the Filipinos don't really have cable. They watch YouTube and Netflix and things like that. We have fiber in a lot of places here. Yes. Some places have fiber, a lot of them don't. But it also goes out a lot. So that's kind of the thing there. But if you're a big TV watcher, the Philippines really isn't for you. I like to watch TV, and I would try to watch the Filipino movies, and it'd drive me crazy. I would find an old American movie on the Filipino TV, and they would have it so screwed up because I would know, so don't plan to be a TV watcher. You can get a VPN. You can connect to almost any streaming service. That's correct. And that's what we did when we lived in the Philippines. We had Netflix and YouTube and Amazon Prime, I think. What is what we did. Starlink is expensive. I agree, Tim. And not a high speed, but it is reliable. I agree. I know that they're trying to improve it. I know I saw an article about it where they're truly trying to work on the speed process, and they are hoping that the price will come down eventually. I sit and watch WWE wrestling, UFC in the Philippines, or movies, the news, yes. Let's show you what I got to deal with. That's my dog. She thinks I need to pick her up. See? She's like, what are you guys doing? What's this all about? Yeah, I mean, if you, you can watch basketball in the Philippines a lot, and there's a lot of basketball to watch. Boxing's good, but let me pick my fat dog up. Everybody say hello to my fat dog. Sit down, fat dog. Pat likes basketball. Oh, Arkansas is playing tonight. I need to check the score. I don't know if the game has started, but Arkansas is in the final Sweet 16. And I think we're playing Texas Tech, which is a really good team, so I don't expect us to win tonight. MJ says Starlink is a backup option. The FCC just approved bandwidth expansions for Star. That's okay. Maybe that's what I was hearing. That are amazingly important to the future speed. Okay, maybe that's what I was hearing. MJ says, hello, fat dog. Not you. Settle your heart down. That's the other fat dog is laying on the bed. So we got the dogs on a diet, but I don't know how well it's working. But we do have them on a diet. I just don't think it's working very well. Yes. Now, one thing I totally agree with. If you're going to be an expat living in the Philippines, and you're going to live there permanently, and you're going to own the house, putting in a whole house generator up off the ground is a very smart thing to do. I know Tim lives where it doesn't flood, he says, but even without flooding, blackouts and all of that, the storms, definitely, if you're going to, that's what we would do. If we built a house for us in the Philippines, it would have a whole house generator, period. Have you ever seen the movie Goonies? Of course. Yeah. Goonies, yes. I remember the guy, the creature that they were all scared of, the guy who turned out to be, like a childlike monster. MJ says, ooh, Goonies was awesome. It was a good movie. Brother David, we look like the kids and the Goonies. We look like the kids from Goonies, do we? I don't know. Maybe. Was there a fat kid in the Goonies? If there's a fat kid in there, I guess I could be him. Yeah, I rent so you can install it. Chunk, yeah, Chunk's friend. Yes, we do, yes. Well, Tim, when we were renting in the Philippines and Typhoon Odette, this is what made me mad. We asked the landlord if we could install one, and she said yes, but you have to leave it and give it to me when you go. No, because I was going to buy a portable one that could be hooked up to the house, like not a portable one that we could take around with us, but no. Good movie. Yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I remember, I liked, when we were kids, that was probably, 1986? I watched it. I'm watching reruns. I watch a lot of reruns. Right now, I'm watching reruns of Penny Mindfuls. It's I don't know. It's a horror series. It's a pretty good one. Movies and the music of the 80s. Yeah, the 80s was good. I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe that's just because we grew up in the days. Portage usually isn't big enough for aircon. That's correct. And so that's one thing that we were talking to me about, that we had to buy a pretty good size one. And so we'd have to get permission to install it, blah, 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 blah. But she wanted us to leave it. I ain't doing that. Penny Dreadfuls. That's what I'm watching reruns now. Penny Dreadfuls. It's only probably 10 years old. It's a horror thing. But the 80s was good. The music was really good. I don't know if I don't miss the hair of the 80s. I'm going to say this. I never was a fan in the 80s of the hairdos of the girls. Never was. I don't like all that hairspray. So I'm glad that that's not around anymore, where they're using and they're making it so gigantic. I didn't like that in the 80s, and I don't like it now. I guess if you ask, thank you all for the thumbs up, by the way. We appreciate that. I like the hair of the 70s, like Farrah Fawcett's hair. Not like Lorelai's hair. It can be nice and long and have some wave to it. I don't want the hairspray. So I guess I kind of like the hair of the 70s. Long hair, yes. Most people make another Goonies. They're supposed to make another Goonies too. Oh, are they? I didn't know that. Long in the 70s and the 80s, yes. Part 2, cool. Yeah, Farrah Fawcett had great hair. Just saying. You can't go wrong with that hair. Even today, in today's world. If you had that hair in today's world, you couldn't go wrong. Yeah, refrigerator and a few lights and a fan or two. And we have a couple of solar fans that you can charge up outside and they will run. So that's one thing that we do have. We had one in the Philippines, thank God, after Odette is the only thing that saved us. Yeah, I agree. Great hair, body also, yeah. Good smile. That's one thing. People ask me, I get it. Well, why do men like Asian women? I'm like, well, they have good smiles, especially Filipino women. They seem to have good smiles, right? They smile easy. We were talking about that Tim K, the guy, the other day, right? You know why Tim K made so much money? Because his very young wife that he married when she was a very young girl, if you look at her, she has a fantastic smile. She lights up when she smiles. She has good teeth. When she smiles, she lights up. And he would put her on her live streams, and he said, look, I make a lot more money when she's on my live streams because men found her very, very, very attractive. Good hair, good skin, a great smile to look at. Yeah, they will love you. Correct. Yeah, you got to find the right one. You got to connect with them. I've been lucky enough, I think you have, MJ, to find the right one. Lorelai's the right one. I know this much. And this is not a knock on her or marriage or anything, but if something happened to Lorelai, I would never get remarried again. I just never would. I don't know if I would even live with somebody. I would prefer to be kind of like Tim, who has their own place and the girlfriend comes over. Yeah, they have great attitudes and they're very caring. And you could tell, and Tim K, this is not me talking bad about him, it's about what he said on his live streams. That he said, I put her on the live streams because I make a lot more money. I watched the live stream where he said that. I was on it. And he puts her on there because she's very pleasant and very nice and sweet and innocent looking. And so, boom, his super chats would go up. I mean, like, boom, 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 boom. Just like the Uncle Jesse guy. Yeah, he's kind of a pervert. I don't watch him, and I encourage everybody to not watch him. I don't know how old the girl is or anything, but they come across creepy and borderline child stuff. You know what I mean? It comes across, you know. Venus is a good person, and we originally were not looking for each other. That's it. Only met through friends. There you go. Don't watch him. That's good. Yeah. Well, I've seen his channel once or twice. People have sent me links and said, "Hey, what do you think about this guy?" And I've told them, I said, "I think he's a creep." But hey, if you want to watch him, watch him. I wouldn't give him any money or support his channel, but hey. And don't follow him at all. Yeah, Lorelai and I, we got lucky, to be honest, both of us. We consider ourselves each lucky that we found each other. And we really weren't trying either, but it all came together the right way. If my girlfriend left me, I doubt I would get a new one. Yeah, so that's kind of what I mean. I don't want to go through that again. Would I consider if Lorelai, if something happened to her, I would never get married. I would never want anybody living with me again. I would want a simpler life. I just don't think I would go down that road anymore. I don't find the thought of that after her, because how could I replace her, right? I think in my mind, I would always be comparing and going, well, you're not Lorelai. You're not Lorelai. You're not Lorelai. Well, you're not Lorelai. You know, and that's no way to be. Also, I don't like that one angry grandpa or whatever he looks like, Fred Flintstone. Yeah, he's, I can't remember his name. He used to be called like Fat Slob Blob or something. He's had incarnations of many channels. Not very successful. He never gets monetized, I don't think. One time I know that some of his channels have been deleted by YouTube for hate. I know that because I've talked to people about this. But Tim says, time for me to head out. All right, Tim, we appreciate you, buddy. Take care. Venus is going to be my last woman. That's how I see it. Nothing else would compare right. So what's his, yeah, angry grandpa. He has nothing to offer society. He wants to be like Howard Stern. He wants to be a shock jock. You know, he wants people to follow him because he can cause hate and discontent, and that's all he's doing. And you know, I would take it as a compliment. I know I've known channels, that have been attacked by him. Well, one thing, it's not that big of an attack. Nobody believes or cares what Grandpa says, because everybody knows that Grandpa's full of shit, right? So if he attacks you, don't take it personally, because it's not personal, because he doesn't know you. He's just trying to get reactions and subscribers and likes and shares, right? I think he's called Angry Grandpa is his channel. I think it's Angry Grandpa or Ugly Grandpa, maybe Angry Grandpa. That Angry Grandpa. So if people want to attack my channel, and nobody does, I don't know why. If I would, I'd be a good channel to attack, but I would just take it as great. That means more advertising for me. If somebody wants to get out there, especially if they got a bigger channel than me and want to talk to all of their audience about how shitty I am, I'm okay with that. Because maybe out of their 10,000 people, their followers, and they're talking hate and discontent about me, maybe some of them will come to my channel and watch and find out for themselves. Some of them may stick around and become followers, right? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with getting likes and views and shares, however you can get it. Yeah, I don't watch him. When he was doing the Fat Slob Blob thing was the last time, and I reported him to YouTube on that one because he was very not only racist but violent. Violent is what I was thinking of. Violent. So very angry, very like he was going to hurt people. But he's a coward. And that's what we have to understand. Channels like his are cowards. When you attack other people that can't defend themselves, then you're just a coward. Because like I've said personally, and I've had a lot of trolls in here, but they don't seem to stick around very long, that you would never say that to my face. because if you did, I would put your dick in the dirt, right? So they're cowards, and so they got to use, they're keyboard warriors who only are trying to get a reaction behind the keyboard. They would never do this in front of you. Never. So don't give them any respect. Don't give them any of your time. You know, I felt bad. I mean, the last one was like Bill. Bill was on talking about how he attacked them and called them names, and Bill was defending themselves, which is your right, and I'm okay with that. I wouldn't have done that. I would encourage my audience to go watch his channel. Hey, go check him out. Go see what he says about us, you know, because if they support you, if your followers support you, and you got somebody attacking you, they're going to go watch that guy and give him bad things or report him. So, but don't you personally acknowledge him, because that just gives him power over you when you acknowledge a bully, because that's all that is. It's cyberbullying. You acknowledge him, you give him power. And I wouldn't have done it. And I know there's a lot of channels that he's attacked that have responded back. My response is, hey, everybody, Ugly Grandpa just attacked me. Please go watch his channel. Go watch the video. That's all I want to do. I mostly only had good followers so far. I guess I'm either lucky or still too small. Well, there's some truth to both of that. One, people have to find fault with you or jealousy. Two, you are small. I'm still small. So no, I'm on nobody's radar. Nobody cares about my channel. You know, none of the bigger Filipino channels give a crap about my channel or about us. Most channels are just out here to grow, not to actually get to know people. My channel, we try to focus on getting to know and building long-term relationships. I don't want my numbers just to be there. I want to know as many people as I can. I want to know people personally. Your Filipino bully still watches all of mine looking for something to say on her channel. Great. That's I wish people would do that to mine. I wish people would talk trash about my channel on their channel. I really do. I would be excited because that means somebody may come watch me. They're getting people to come to me. I'm staying positive, and their bad reaction, their negativity is driving people to me. I love it. I love it. I would be tickled to death. The saying, making new friends, that's it. Oh my, oh me, yes. So I encourage people, go out there and talk trash about me all you like. I don't give a crap. If you want to talk good things about me, hey, that's great too. But I'm all right with it. Send people to come watch me. You know, go. I mean, I'm good with it. I can't get anybody to do it. All right, I respect your channel, everyone. Yes, yes. People will figure out the truth. Correct. And that's my point. It's like this friend that's going through a divorce right now. He's being attacked by his soon-to-be ex-wife all the time, telling him how horrible of a person he is. And she tells everybody how horrible he is. And I've told him repeatedly, people know the truth because your actions speak louder than her words. People have known you for many years. They know who you are. They've seen your actions day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. They know who you are, and actions speak louder than words. Period. And I keep telling them that to remind them, don't get hung up in what she says. So yeah, you know, people will figure it out in the end. I get people coming to this channel looking for women. I get people looking for girls to be on here, you know. I get a lot of channels that just come in for a couple of minutes and want to shout out theirs, which is fine, because I'm okay with that. You know, a lot of people have talked to me and said, well, I don't like it when these channels just come to the live stream and they want to drop their link and then they leave. Well, you know, I really don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with anybody who's trying to build a channel or grow in their channel to come to our channel and advertise their channel. I don't have a problem with it, because whether it benefits me or not, it's okay, because at least somebody came to my channel. You know, that's how I see it. So I don't get hung up on that. I encourage people, look, just come in and say hi, then leave, because every time you come in and you leave, I get credit for it. You know, maybe you'll appreciate me for it and say something nice about me on your live streams, right? Because I let you do it. I don't have a problem with it. And I truly don't have a problem with it. Now, Grandpa Vlogger, whatever his name is, I wouldn't let him drop his link on my channel. I would not do that. So if you're a bad one, I wouldn't let you do that. If you're one of these girls that are prostituting yourself, that's not going to work either. MJ says, when Venus videos, when you give away 100 bags of 5 kilos of rice at the wrong guy, and she made it sound like we are bad because we posted that. Well, we posted the same damn thing, MJ. We got live video of us giving away 350 kilos of rice in the Philippines. Live video. We did live streaming with people, and we made videos. So if you're bad, I'm bad. Tell her to go to my channel and see how bad we are. Mother always says, what comes around goes around. God has you, yes. It was good. Always said, treat them as good. If you test your bad, God has their day. Yeah, day of reckoning. I agree with you, Pat. And that's what I was saying, yeah. Then she goes on to say that she helps people all the time, like 20 pesos or things like that. Oh, good for her. And I've had the same situation. I've had people try to, how do I want to say, compare themselves. I've had people, when we've done things, and look, a lot of people don't know this. We do a whole lot away from YouTube. I mean, more than you could ever imagine. But we've done some on YouTube, and we've had people come, well, I gave 400 kilos of rice. What I do is I say, that's fantastic. I think it's the greatest thing ever that you can do that. So good for you. That's how I handle that. I don't think there's anything wrong with showing goodwill. I think everybody does it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think exploiting people there's a line there, and I think you know the line. We all know where that line is. My wife and her Filipino friends in the Philippines wanted to do the live streams. They wanted to show what they were doing. Not me, the American, but the Filipinas that lived in the Philippines, they wanted to do all of this. No problem with it. If they didn't feel comfortable doing it, then we wouldn't have done it. But they did. They liked it. They wanted to do it. They thought it was exciting and fun to do live streams from America. And we're giving away all of this rice to people and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. It is a gesture of goodwill and just good intentions. But you will find people that get pissed off at you about that. And a lot of it's jealousy because they're like, well, if you can afford to do that, then you should be super chatting me. Well, yeah, maybe, but I don't want to, I don't want to give you money. So there you go. I'd rather give it to other people. The entire wrong guy was happy and joyful. Yeah, I see. So who cares what others think? That's kind of my big theme about live. I don't really give a shit what people think of us or our channel. We want to grow. We would love to make a lot of money off YouTube. I need somebody to give me $5 million to buy a goddamn beach house I can't seem to get. But if you don't like it, the fact that we gave away rice or school supplies, then kiss my ass. If you don't like it that we don't live in the Philippines, or I talk about this or I do that, I don't care. Yeah, I would give nothing to KK either. I would not. We don't give to YouTube channels. We don't do it. I think it's, which is kind of hypocritical because people give to our YouTube channel and we don't give to other YouTube channels. Maybe it's hypocritical of me, but we don't do that. We don't give. Because we haven't found a channel that truly would do good with the money that we would give them. You know what I mean? There's a lot of channels out there that are just begging for money. Well, I don't want to give them money. But if you guys were doing like we do, if you were doing a big charity thing, we'd probably give you money. See, because we know that the money would be done correctly. We would know it would be done right. That's why people give us money, because they trust that we're going to do the right thing with it. Soul Lender's back in the house. Happy anniversary to you. Hey, everybody. How's it going, Pat and everybody? So everybody say hello to Soul Lender. His channel, I think, is 5 years old now. He had an anniversary stuff come out, what, a week or two ago? So, but we don't, and look, the other thing is I don't give money to Filipina channels at all because my wife would be pissed. And I don't want to disrespect Lorelai by supporting another woman. That would be asinine, right? I can support them, the good channels, by liking, subscribing, sharing, and helping them promote their channel. Talking about how good their channel is, all of those things. But it would be so horribly wrong of me to super chat Filipinas. Horribly wrong of me. It would just be not a good thing. And I just won't do it. I won't do it because I find it disrespectful. Absolutely. Now, if Lorelai and I together wants to do something, that's a different story. So, but that's absolutely not. And I get a little bit of crap. Well, why don't you donate money to us? I get messages. One. And I've told Filipinas this. You don't understand. I'm married. It would be so disrespectful to my wife for me to give you money. And then they hate me for it and hang up. And they never, So, I don't know. But I beg. I'm open. $5 million if somebody could, or MJ says it's all about math. So MJ, I'm going to put it in your corner to come up with a mathematical formula to get me to that $5 million so I can get my beach house. And we only got a few months to do it. I want to be in my beach house by October. Can you make that happen? So, Soul Linder says, I've got good news. What is it? What's your good news? Yes, MJ, you should. I guess I should just get over it and move on, but it's so recent, still in my mind. I know, but it's something you're going to learn from it, right? And you can tell people, if people say, hey, what do you think about this channel? Be honest. I don't think we have to sugarcoat things on YouTube or in the world. I've said my piece about Jack. It is what it is. If somebody asks me about Jack, I tell them. Or this or that, or Vincent, or whoever else I've ran off. Whoever else I've had to run off over the years. I speak the truth. That grandpa guy, I will speak the truth about it, period. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But other than that, I don't think about them. Let's see. Yes, no, yes. Don't say no, say yes. No is a bad word. No is negative. No is a negative word. Yes is a positive word. So, what is your good news, Soul Linder? Are you teasing us? Are you getting married? Is your woman having a baby? Are you moving out of the cold winter months? Did you finally post a video on your YouTube channel? What's your good news, buddy? Yeah. I don't know. That's how I see it. I really do. Because we all know that there's good and bad everywhere and in everything. I think it's good to talk about bad things. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a good way to get over bad things when you talk about them. And that's not being negative. When you talk about something that's bad that has happened, that's not being negative. That's just working through the situation. And I'm a big fan of that. As of Tuesday, I got a new computer, and now I start using it to stream on it. Use StreamYard. I am also got an old video of mine currently editing on my own. Good for you. I keep encouraging you, Soul Linder, to just do it, right? Just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. So now that you can do StreamYard on your computer, just do it. If you can put out any videos, even if they're not the best edited videos, put them out. Just do it. All videos are good videos. Yeah, I use StreamYard quite a bit. I was using it for about 2 years every Thursday night, regularly. And it works really good. The only problem is YouTube doesn't push out StreamYard, which means you're only going to get the same guest over and over and over and over. The audience doesn't grow. It's hard to get that to grow. So you might get the same 8, 10. I would get about the same 20, 25 people all the time, and I could never get more than that. because YouTube's not pushing out StreamYard because StreamYard is not part of YouTube. Soulender MJ says, let's follow each other, and I am happy to help. Absolutely. I'm gaining new subs. Good. How many? Are you over the 1,000 yet? I need more subs. I need 700 more. This computer is a lot better using because my old one sucked. I had to plug in a webcam and did not come easy. Okay. Well, my computer, my desktop, I plug in a webcam. I use a webcam. And I'll tell you, the reason I like a webcam is because I can move it around. I can, you know, if here's my monitor, I can put the webcam here where it can watch me and I can work on my monitor. So there's some benefits to it. And Soulender says, MJ, I subscribe to you. Good, good, good. That's what we're supposed to do. But that's good. That's good, Soulender. I'm happy for you. And I just encourage you, whether they're really short. I put a video out today. When, you know, there's a lot of things that I don't make videos on, but I got Lorelei a new rice cooker. It's a short little 3-minute video. It got released to members today. Goes public tomorrow. So Soulender should have got notification about the video that we just dropped. MJ's at 1,171. Wow, that's great. You need the watch hours? Okay, that's the hardest things. Keep doing those live streams. Do live streams like this if you want more watch hours. The StreamYard ones don't help you as much as you think. But they're still good. Still good, don't get me wrong. Where am I at? I'm in Arkansas. I'm in my backyard. My back patio. It's a mess. I don't have my outdoor kitchen set up yet because it's been winter here and it's dirty back here, but I wanted to come outside and sit. So I'm in my backyard. So I have a laptop, can't get my cam on, going over. Well, you probably got to go into the settings. MJ could probably tell you easier than me, but you go into the settings, look for the camera and turn it on. And or you get an external one and plug it into the USB port. So that's what my webcams are all portable. You plug them into any one. But it's usually in the settings. Dirty kitchen, yeah. Soulender's at 542, nice. I think I'm about 37. I want to get to 4,000 really bad, but I'm still around 37 something. But yeah, this is my dirty kitchen. And when we go to Alabama, I'm going to build a real dirty kitchen. I want to put time and energy in designing it with a roof, a structure, countertop. I want to build a real dirty kitchen. I got a sink already. I got a really cool pizza oven and I got my big barbecue. I'm really excited if I can get the right house where I can build a really cool outdoor dirty kitchen. We can grow together, Soulender. We can all grow together. Mine's built-in laptop cam. Okay, but you can add one external one to it is what I'm saying. But it's probably in the settings, and you just got to go in the settings, find the camera, and turn it on. James is in the house. Hello from James. How's everything in your world, James? Good to see you, buddy. Buddy. So how are you, James? I hope you're, and you just say what you want to say or don't say anything. I hope your situation is better today than it was when you and I talked. I hope you've got some improvement on that side, James. But it's good to see you. I know if Lorelei was here, she would say, "Howdy, James. How will you be?" Soulender, I can't believe my channel is half of a decade old. Yeah. Soulender is sub to James. That's great. And go back up and Soulender, I need you to scroll back. My iPad died. But back up in the chat, way up, there's a channel called Fishing with Pack. I need people to subscribe to Fishing with Pack. I need 50 subscribers so that I can do live streams on it this summer. So, or if anybody else wants to drop that, if they can find that, it's in blue. It's Fishing with Pack. That's my fishing channel. It's brand new, but I'm trying to get 50 subscribers on it, because then I can go live. And so if you haven't subscribed to that, please go up there and find that. James Robinson in the house. I started my, no, stop. Daisy, you're going to give yourself a heart attack. I started my own channel many years ago, but didn't start posting much until last year. Yes, we started ours 4 years ago, and we started immediately posting. Hey, everybody, My Views, Your World is in the house. How are you? What's going on? Tell us. Lily, it's enough. Come on, everybody settle down. We got to calm Daisy down so she doesn't have another heart attack. Lily, come on, calm down so Daisy doesn't have a heart attack. My Views, Your World, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. To be good to see you too and everybody here. I was watching the news on this immigration stuff. That's a heck of messed up from the families that have been broken apart, sending relatives back. Yeah, immigration is a big issue right now. Hey, Pat saying hello to everybody, My Views. MJ saying hello to you guys. Daisy loves you. Yes, she loves me. I just want to keep her calm so she doesn't have another heart attack is what I'm trying to do. So, but they don't like invaders. Angelise is growing on you. Good, My Views. That's great. We're glad you're liking the Philippines. My Views is not far away from me, I think. No, I don't think he is either. So, yes. Yeah, the immigration stuff's getting tricky all over. But, you know, and James, you know this, since starting our channel, I've been preaching to people. You got to make your wives citizens. And then they can become dual citizens. If not, if they get in trouble, there can be problems. And there's cases of this. So I've been preaching this. Look, you got to make, as soon as Lorelai was here 3 years, we applied for citizenship immediately. Got it. Got her to be a dual citizen. All is good. I've never been to Angeles City either. They called Walking Street Red Street, right? And then they changed the name from Walking Street to Red Street. You know, why didn't they just call it Hooker Street? And it might do better. Everyone sub to Dave's Fishing Channel. Oh, thank you, Soul Ender, for that. Yeah, I got to get 50 people to go to my fishing channel. Hey, our good friends, the Double Rose 22 Twins is in the house. If you guys haven't subscribed to them, please do. I know a lot of you guys know them, but they got a couple great channels, and they're great, positive, entertaining folks. But yeah, my little fishing channel, if I get 50 subscribers, then I can do fishing live streams. So if anybody sees that out there, go do that one. Let's see. Hello, MJ and Venus. Yes, MJ and Venus is here. My Views, I mentioned a Filipino vlogger earlier to David. Can you guess who that is? Oh, yeah. My Views may know who she is. Pat says, be right back, folks. Okay. Double Rose is in the house. They are. Tap, tap, tap. Double Rose in the house. So they're dropping their link for you. So, ladies, thank you for being here. I'm sure you're looking lovely tonight, as I am. So, I'm sitting here with my dog. You guys want to see my spoiled, rotten dog? This is the life of a wiener dog owner. Huh. Shh, look up. That's my life. I sit out here and pet the dog. MJ and Venus is laughing, having a good time. So we all know the KK one. I'm just surprised she didn't put KKK. Kind of weird, you know. But then again, she's in the Philippines. She probably doesn't know what KKK means. So MJ and Venus laughing. Double Rose, thank you. Oh yeah, happy to shout you girls out. Thank you for saying my doggy is cute. We appreciate all you do for our channel because I know you show us love on your channel. So when we're there, we appreciate that. We all got to work together to grow and get super big. And My Views likes that. Yeah, you like the KKK thing. Hey, there's our good friend Flora. Oh my goodness, she's back in the house. Are you getting off work? Hello to me, the host. Thank you. Everybody is subscribed to her channel. If you guys really need to go subscribe to these channels if you haven't done it. Don't forget, hey, Soul Lender, could you redrop my fishing link, my fishing one for me? If you could redrop that. Because I need people to go to my fishing one so I can get 50 50 subscribers on my little Fishing with Pac. It's called Fishing with Pac, P-A-C, Philippine American couple. I got to get 50 subscribers. That way I can go do live streams on it for fun. Flora says, yes, we got to go and grow together. We do. We're all trying to grow our YouTube channels. We all got good YouTube channels. Some have better channels than others, but we're all working on it. We're trying hard to get better. You know, some of you beautiful women have a advantage against us ugly guys. So so the professor's in the house. So Linder dropped the link for something there. And my producer uploaded new videos 4 days ago, just finished up gaming series. Nice. Okay, good. Woohoo, there's the man, the myth, the legend. Whoop, whoop. Hey, fam, how's it going? The professor. Everybody thumbs up the professor. Everybody shout out, give a salute to the professor. So Linder just dropped my fishing channel link. I need subscribers. I just need 50. I'm not asking for the world. I just need 50 so I can do live streams on it. Not even worry about monetizing it. I'm just trying to, you know. But your wife, yes, I know. My wife is definitely the pretty one. And she gets more attention than I do. She does live streams on, usually in the weekend nights because she works. She works until midnight. So when she gets home on the weekends, like Friday and Saturday nights, she'll do live streams in the evenings. And she gets different people. But yes, everybody's likes my wife better than me. Been a while, yes. The professor. So Linder, sub to you. Hello, professor from James. David, I just subscribed to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just need 50. All I want to do is go out and do live streams fishing on it, you know? Okay, I never saw her live. No, have you not? Okay, she does them on Friday and Saturday nights usually when she gets off work. Because she doesn't got to go to work the next day. So she stays up and does a couple of hours of live streaming. She's on a lot of the videos, of course, but that's when she really does it. It says it's not available. Really? It says it's not available? Uh-oh. I wonder why. Thanks, Soul. I think I was like MJ says. I think I was like one of your first subs, Dave. It was last year, I think. Yes. Yes. Professor says, hey, James. Thank you, Soul from Flora. Dropping another fishing link. Drop the link again. Thank you for that. Let's see where we were at. I was going to say Double Rose. Well, I don't know, Double Rose. We'll have to figure it out. I clicked on it. All right. Well, maybe there's something lost in translation. But it's just called Fishing with Pac if you ever get around to it. But yeah, the wife is working. She gets off at midnight. And then on Friday and Saturday, she does a live stream. So, but Ronald, how are you? How are things in the Philippines? Very good to see you. And if you guys all didn't know, I will tell you that James in the house, and you guys all give a thumbs up to James's channel too. He was our very first subscriber, and he still puts up with us. What does that say? Now, that must say a lot about our channel. So 4 years ago, he was our first subscriber, and he's still around. So, we can't be all that bad. It's working out great. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Girlfriend says hello from work. Ooh, your girlfriend saying hello. Well, your channel would probably grow if you put your girlfriend on your channel. There you go. We did have to work getting Lorelai over being a little bit shy in the beginning. You know, Lorelai was me, I'm not shy. I've been in public all my life. I've spoken in front of 5,000 people at a time. So it doesn't bother me. But Lorelai kind of had to work her way up to becoming the person she is on live streams. So she's doing really good. Roddy said to James, great. Here's a trick. Hit the name and drop down to go to the channel. Okay. So you click on the name and that's right. You click on the name and you can go down and go to the channel directly. That's correct. Versus having to copy and paste. The weird thing is you can't do that on an iPhone. I can't click on your name and go to your channel on an iPhone, I don't think. Let me try. I know I've already subscribed to all you guys, but channel activity, yeah. See, I can't. All I can do on an iPhone is report you, remove you, make you a moderator, put you in timeout on an iPhone. So, but on the desktop, that's what I do all the time. I just click down and go, boop, boop, boop. And on a desktop, it will actually open up a brand new window of that YouTube channel. So that means you can just leave it and go to it later because you guys got to subscribe correctly. So when I do this, if we get a new person and I'm on the live stream or wherever, I click on the link, I go to their channel, the channel pops up in a new window, I just leave it there. And then I go back when I got time, I watch a video or two, then I make a comment and I sub to it, I hit the alert bell. That's what you got to do. That's how things stick. Flora says, yes, I'm on the iPhone right now. Yes. Okay, so yeah. It's kind of just one of the weird, I don't know if Androids, I don't know. James says, hi, MJ Venus. I don't recognize you. I missed your live streams last night. Well, you would recognize him if you see him. He's kind of funny looking. No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, James. He's in the Philippines. MJ and Venus, I love doing tabs on laptops. Yes. And so when I'm on a big live stream and I make comment and I go back and forth with channels, I just open up a window and I know to go back and check them out later. I don't worry about it now, but when I get time later the next day, I will go and watch their stuff and do all of that. Been doing it that way forever. Oh yeah, MJ and Venus changed his name. He was Let's Do the Philippines with MJ, if I remember right. Oh boy, Dave's girlfriend has informed me she's in charge. She's charged at work. Oh boy, good thing I'm not working. Yes. Yes. I'm back, Pat says. Thank you for coming back. MJ and Venus, funny looking at, funny smiling too. There you go. Yeah. But we all got good channels. And you know how I know that? Because everybody's channel is growing. If you don't have a good channel, then you don't grow. Now, don't worry about growing slow. Like I've told you guys, shockingly, I've had over 10,000 people subscribe to my channel. But I only have 3,700 and change sub count. So over the 4 years, I've had over 10,000 people subscribe, but only 3,700 of them stuck. That's why it's important to do it the right way. She texts me saying, guess who's in charge? And I said, you. And she said, yep. Well, you better give her some extra attention when she gets home then, Solinder. We subbed to Fishing Channel. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I just want to be able to do live streams this summer fishing. I thank everybody for going to my fishing one. There's really nothing in there yet, but there will be. So, but YouTube don't care if you don't sub the right way to a channel that has no subs. But once you get monetized and going, they really take it to heart if you're monetized, whether things are done correctly or not. But when you're not monetized, YouTube really leaves you alone and don't really care. Train horn, yes. James says, MJ and Venus. Oh, okay, I got you. I remember now. Sanders is in the house. Guess who? It's Sanders, the hottest working Filipino man in the world. The Filipino father in the world. Man, he's a hard-working guy. MJ and Venus, my views. Tate, hello to you from everybody. Everybody say hello to Sanders, who's working hard, I'm sure. Taking care of his beautiful wife and children. Ronald's still there in the background. I hope he is. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't done that. So, but it's exciting. And I, even if you don't know what to put on your channel, just put something on your channel. Just keep doing something. It doesn't mean you got to keep it there forever. Just work your channel. Hello, MJ says, I see him work hard. Walking the dogs, yes. Oh, he walks the dogs. He works a couple of jobs. I mean, he's a way harder worker than I am. I can tell you that. And he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He has a good channel. You guys are good. He's almost got to 1,000, if I remember right. And he needs watch hours. So you guys all got to work together. And you got to communicate with each other what you need. Say, hey, I need subs or I need watch hours. You guys got to talk to each other a little bit and then go and help each other out. MJ said, I know that's a fact. Yes, just did 12-hour shift, about to fill up and start driving. See, he does Uber after his, man, I don't know. He's a hard-working feller. If I owned a company, I would hire him. And I would pay him really good money so he didn't have to work 2 jobs. But as hard as he works and as good as he does, taking care of his family, if I owned a big company, I would hire his butt and put him to work. You already follow him? Great. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna work on getting him some more watch hours by using some of my extra devices that I got laying around that I'm not signed into as us. So I can go and watch some of his stuff and get him some hours because he needs hours. Thinking of Miss Universe Filipina lady, guess who's in the house? The most beautiful Filipina to ever come out of the Philippines is in the house. You know, everybody say hello to Mrs. Pack. Let's Do the Philippines lasted for many months. It did. It did. It was a good one. But MJ and Venus seems to be just as good. Or better, maybe, because it's shorter. So, yeah, everybody say hello to the wife, your beautiful wife. Yes, that's right. Getting cold, my love. No, it's still nice outside. I'm gonna. It's okay. It's nice out. Hello, hello, hello. Ronald was here. We had a bunch of people here earlier. The ladies were here. You know, the double twins were here, and Flora was here, and a lot of the ladies that have channels were here looking for you to say hi. So hello, we're Filipina, and you know, all of that good stuff. So how is it going in your... James is here. Lorelai, say hello to James. Oh, I think Lily's went back inside, and Daisy is right there. I think Lily went back inside. She was laying out in the yard, but she's back inside. See, the Double Rose 22 Twin Sims Gaming is still here. My beautiful wife is here now. So maybe we'll get more views when my wife comes in. It's really busy at work, and my friend is off, so I'm here. Aww, that's all right. But the dogs are fine. She's wondering about the dogs. The dogs are good. So they haven't been too bad today. No, I think Lily's sleeping. She's either on the mat in the house or she's on the bed, but she's back indoors. So I think she's sitting by the door in case she needs to come out and attack. But Daisy was in my lap for a long time, but she had to get down and chase something, and I won't let her back up, so she got back on your bed. So, yeah. No, I don't think Lily's snacking. She may be. MJ says, I want Double Rose to sing one day for background vocals on a song for fun. Look, nice. They probably would do it. You guys should collaborate on something. Throw me in there and I won't do anything. That way it won't get messed up. But you guys should do that. I think they would probably be up for it. I'm sure. They like to collaborate with people. Thank you all for watching my hubby. Yes. Well, you begged us to watch him, so we did. That's good. That's right. My wife is begging everybody to pay attention pay attention. We have talked. Yes. Oh, good. Good. That's nice of you, MJ. Yeah, see? I knew they'd be up for it. You know, and I mean, I can't sing, so. But that'd be good. I mean, I think doing collaborations is always fun and interesting and good. Doing live streams together is always good. And you guys know you can do vertical live streams together, right? You can do these together. You usually got to set it up first before you go live. But you can do these and bring people into these, believe it or not. He's funny. Who, MJ's funny? Yeah, MJ's funny. Ah, you're welcome, beautiful. Yes. Thanks, James, for the gifts. Yes. Yes. I think we did a video on the stuff that James sent Lorelai a while back. So I think she's eating all of that. I ate all the candy. James sent us some candy from a German store and sent some Filipino food from the Filipino store. I'll do a live later. Yeah, it may be good. MJ should do a live later. So you guys, if you're up and about, the Double Roses are probably doing a live or going to do one later too, I'm sure. Pat is saying hello, Lorelai. So everybody's saying hello to everybody, which is good, 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 good. So, but it's you know, we're getting excited about going to Alabama. We're working on things. And what's up, Pat? And Lorelai's asking, how you doing, Pat? But always look and see if others are live so I don't do the same time. Well, I understand. I try to do the same too. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to grow your channel. And we all understand that. It's not a competition. MJ, I don't see it. If you wanted to do one right now, I don't see it as a competition. I just see it that we're all trying to do what we need to do to grow our channels. Not much, Lorelai. Hi to Ronald. Ronald was in the house, hanging out in the Philippines with all the hot, sexy women. He probably had 20 or 30 of them in his room, you know, relaxing. Pat is saying, we all understand. Yeah, right, Double Rose, you know, makes sense. We all got to do, it's great to go to other people's live streams and encourage them and to chime in and give them chats so that people know and try to help them be active. One thing I try to do when I go to somebody's live stream, I try to drop a lot of chats. That way it looks like their live stream is busier than they are, and hopefully YouTube will help to push that out. That's nice of you, MJ. Me, I don't look when someone is live. It is nice. Just do that out of respect. I agree with you. I agree. It is respectful, but you got to do what you got to do. I mean, if you don't got much time in a day and you got 2 hours and you're going to look, I can sit here and do a live stream. I know others are doing it. But after this, I got to go here and I got to go there and I got to get this done. Just do it. Oh, my farmer, yes. Yeah, MJ, I don't have that on me. I only do midnight and Friday. Yeah. So that's what I was telling the girls earlier because they were wondering when you're going to be on the live streams because everybody wants to see a pretty face, not me. So I told them that you do yours usually Friday night about midnight and Saturday night sometimes too when you get off work. So I'm ready for a big garden this year. Lorelai on my farm, yes. Gonna get a big garden on your farm? Nice. Lorelai's trying to grow a garden in the house. We're gonna move it outside really soon. I have no schedule. Just go live. Right. And that's what I try to do. I used to schedule one every Thursday night. Did it religiously for about 2 years. Got really old. I like popping up when I pop up. You know, I'm not so worried about scheduling it anymore. All the seeds I planted survived. Now I wonder how to get them in the soil. So you just put them in the soil. You just take the soil, spread the dirt across, cut the container, and drop it in. You can even just cut the bottom out of the container and let it in. Sure, Lorelai is very pricey. Lorelai is very expensive. No. But we're doing some cucumbers, peppers, and she's trying to grow some of those Filipino really long green beans. I don't know what they're called, but those ones that are like 18 to 2 feet long that she likes. The review said it only a few would survive, luckily, but all survived. Yeah, Lorelai, I bought her some of those Filipino beans off of the internet, and there's only ones I could find because they're not easy to find here. And the reviews weren't great, but Lorelai's got them all to germinate and to grow. So in a couple weeks, they'll be really good plants. Yeah, we have those beans, MJ says. You know what I mean then, those really long, the girls really seem to like those, and it's hard. And they're really expensive in the Asian store here. I mean, really expensive. So she's just going to grow her own. MJ said they're just called green beans. Hope it will grow and soon to harvest. I think so. I think the weather's changing. It's going to get warmer and warmer. We're going to be getting some rain. They're going to do fine. We can buy those containers we saw today on Amazon. If you want, Lorelei, you got to decide yes or no. If you want them, let me know and I'll get them ordered. If you don't, I won't order them. But you need to give me a yes or no if you want them ordered. And those, you can turn those into your gardens. Yes, much, and they taste differently too. They're really much longer. Green bean in America is what, 6 to 9 inches? You know, and these are, 18 to 2 feet. So, but I got some of those seeds off. I think it was Chasing Tail Outdoors and Timmy Stories who told me that I could find those on Amazon. So I got Lorelei a packet of them. And then we're going to harvest them and keep some. Yes, MJ, yes. I can cook that adobo. In adobo, yes. What's the other dish, that name that you put them in, with like the chopped beef or something? So yeah, double roast. These are really good beans. I mean, 2 feet of bean for one bean. I mean, they're, we'll do, Lorelei's doing videos. This summer, we'll show you guys on the live streams and stuff what's going on with the beans so you guys can see how well we do or how well Lorelei does. The garden's her thing. My job is to stay out of the way. About 2 foot average, yes, I know, man. They're big. They're big. I think they taste okay. What I like is French-style green beans. I like to take French-style green bean, good quality ones, good brand, French-style green beans, and just put them in a bowl with pepper and butter, and I like to eat those. That's one of the things I really like to eat. We can compare picks, that's right. Nah, what do you mean nah? Nah what? You don't want to buy those? You don't want to buy those containers, Lorelei? Carrots here are bigger too. Yes, they are. Well, it grows nicely because of the weather, the equator, correct. MJ says he likes the French-style green beans. And if you don't know, French-style green beans are just cut up. They're like, they take a green bean and they just slice them. But they're nice. They're better. They're better than regular green beans. But I like to eat them just like that, right out of the can, heat them up with some butter. I'm not sold if it's go big or produce nicely. So you don't think, you're not for sure if they would work or not. I think they would work really well. I love the you want to buy. Nah, for the, oh, okay, so you want the, okay. You want those garden thingies that we put in the Amazon cart. Lorelei, do you want those on Amazon? The answer is yes or no. So just say yes or no. That's all I need. We got to clarify. I love sweet peas also, right out of the cans. Ugh. Not a big fan of sweet peas, to be honest. I don't mind them in like 7-layer salad. Have you ever had that? But I'm not I like them in those cans in the Philippines, the 555 stuff. The tuna. I love those cans of tuna, man. I love those the stuff that has the peas and the carrots and the red juice, whatever that's called. Man, I like that one. She doesn't like the Senegon? Yes. All right, we'll get those ordered. It won't take them but a day to get here. Then we have to go buy some soil this weekend. Oh, she likes it, but not with the beans in it. Okay, I got you. But Lord, what are that corn asada stuff in those slender cans? Man, I miss that. But to buy them on Amazon here, they're $3 a can plus shipping. $3, and you got to buy 6 of them. That's like $18. These, man, that's a lot of money. I don't like beans that much. I like when I cook it in adobo, my own version. Okay. Well, you're going to have to give, I got a feeling you're going to be giving cucumbers and beans and peppers away to your friends because you're going to have mass quantities. I don't like okra. I can eat it whenever. In our first house, when Lorelai got to America, we had a garden where she grew okra and carrots. We had a lot more stuff. But when we go to Alabama, we're going to do a lot more vegetable gardening. I don't know what we're going to do with it. We're going to figure out how to can it or give it away or sell it or something. Yeah, I like that dish. I don't mind it. I'm not a big fan of adobo, but I like the one that she makes with the beans in it. I will say that. I like those. Lorelai, Brother David, let me cook you some Kentucky food. I have Kentucky blood roots from my, absolutely. Oh, Lily's outside. She's out. She was laying in the grass. Or she was laying on her bed, Lorelai. We'll take your cooking anytime. No, what he's saying is he has Kentucky blood, like Arkansas blood, you know, because his father's side was from Kentucky. So he can make good Kentucky food. He's not saying Kentucky blood food. It's not like that Denagon. Isn't that what that is? That Denagon, that blood stew? That's not what he's talking about. I like the southern food too. I like the southern food, especially mashed potatoes and gravy, meatloaf, cornbread, chicken fried steak. Maybe I'll take Lorelai to go eat this weekend and we'll go eat somewhere I want. My father is from the Kentucky. My dog. My dog. Where are you from? All right, sit down. Of course. Sanders, have a good night, everybody. Time to make the donuts. All right, my friend. We appreciate you. Stay safe. Stay safe. Yum, Sanders. Donuts? We don't eat donuts in this house, Lorelai. They're bad for you. And bad for me. So we don't get to eat them, which is sad because I like donuts. I really need some biscuit and gravy. I really want to go to like Waffle House or IHOP and eat biscuit and gravy. I'm missing Southern biscuit and gravy. I really like that. And I haven't had good biscuit and gravy. Some maybe mom and pop country restaurant. Maybe when we're in Alabama, we'll be able to find a little country restaurant that has biscuit and gravy and I can eat that. You ate at work for free? Well, that must be nice. Man, some of us are too poor to have a job. Me too, Brother David. Yes. Good night, Sanders from Double Rose. So, but yeah, I love biscuit and gravy. Sausage biscuit and gravy. Fine. Sanders is one of the hardest working men I've ever met. I'm telling you. He's a good dad, a good provider. Let me tell you. He puts us to shame. And he's trying to grow a YouTube channel. Oh, yeah. So maybe we're in Alabama. I like a lot of food. What am I saying? I'm a pig. Growing up, a good part of my life in Tennessee, I enjoyed a bunch of good Southern cooking. Yeah, Southern green beans are good too. Thank you all, you guys. Okay, Lorelai. Yeah, I don't like, I eat grits, and I'm okay with grits. I don't do the collard greens. I'm not into that. I'm not into spinach. I'm not into slimy foods. I don't like vinegar and onions and cucumber dish. Don't like that. I don't know if that's a southern thing or a northern thing, but my grandparents who were German would eat that stuff. David, I sent you 3 YouTube links. I don't know if there's a way you can show one of them to everybody here in your live. I can't. I can't. My iPad's dead. And when you're on a live stream like this, James, on the iPhone, you can't bring anything else up. So I can't. But maybe tomorrow I can do it or something. I'll figure out a way to maybe to be able to do it. I put butter and sugar on grits, yes. But I love a lot of the others, yes, 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 yes. Grits are good. They're good. I don't mind grits. But we like a lot of food. I love Japanese food, to be honest. I think sushi and eel and some of the Japanese food is some of the most beautiful in the world. And it tastes good. James, maybe when I go live you can try if it's your channel. Yeah, yeah. And see, what he's done is he sent them to me on Messenger and the link. And so when I'm on an iPhone, if I was on the desktop doing this, I could do it. But the iPhone won't let you do anything. If I get a phone call in, it locks it up. If I try to go and bring anything up, it's not going to do it. You love Kobe, other channels cause a problem. Yes, yes, yes. White turnips, ooh, yuck. Haven't you tried the, no, we don't, I don't want turnips or beets or any of those vegetables like that. Ooh, MJ, steakhouses, sushi, and sashimi, yes. I don't like a lot of, I don't want beets, radishes, turnips. I like celery. Hi, Lily. You okay? MJ and Venus sounds good. How is Venus doing? How is your woman doing? Pickled beets, bad. Ugh. I don't like vinegar. I'm not a vinegar person. She's sweeping the floor right now, MJ says. Oh my gosh. I know they're supposed to be good for the heart. I keep reading that and hearing that, but beets are just disgusting. Oh, man. Maybe I'm pathetic. I don't know. I'm not a big vegetable person. I like a salad. MJ and Venus, yes. I like a salad where you can put, look, I like my lettuce to be chopped up small. I want cucumbers in it. I want tomatoes in it. I want bell peppers in it. I want cheese in it, croutons, and a really good blue cheese dressing. You can put black olives in it if you like. And carrots, shredded carrots is good in it. And you can even put some of those gonzola beans or whatever they in it. That's okay. That's a type of salad. Yes, yes, there is. We have an Apple store right up at the promenade or the mall. Yes, we do. MJ and Venus says, dirt. My grandfather uses to joke with me as a kid. He said, make the hood grow. Yes, I know what you mean. Oh, Double Rose loves beets. That's interesting. I don't understand them. Have you ever had the Russian borscht soup that's made out of beets? Man. Yes, re-releases nitric oxide. I know they're good for you. Here's my question. Does the beet powder, I've never tried it. So does the beet powder we buy taste like beets or does it taste like nothing? Because if it tasted like nothing, I would buy it and eat it. But if it tastes like beets do, I'm not going to eat it. It helps make your down part expand. I know, but I don't need that. I have the opposite problem. I don't need anything below growing bigger, getting bigger and bigger. I mean, come on. I don't have that problem. So, but if it did, yeah, but has anybody tried the beet powder? I mean, I don't know anybody that has, but has anybody tried it? Does it taste like beets? Or does it taste, what? Quit being so picky. I think they add too much vinegar. Oh, I can't do the vinegar. It tastes like beets. Okay. Which makes sense, right? It's beet powder, so it should taste like beets. I don't know if I can do it. Maybe it's because when I was a kid, I was forced to eat, vegetables versus having them presented in a way that you might want to eat them. Watermelon, beets, pomegranate, etc. help very quickly. Yes. Well, I eat watermelon and pomegranate. I like pomegranate, and I really do. Beetroot powder has a significantly sweet taste that does not clash with other. Okay, that's good to know to James. It's an ideal substitute for artificial red colors that may cause allergic reactions. It's called beetroot powder. Beetroot powder. Okay. And it's still good for you, James. The beetroot powder is good. It doesn't make. Well, yeah, but my point is I don't need that either. I mean, that's, I know some of you guys out there have problems with that, but never been a problem. I just Googled it. Okay. Maybe I'll try the beetroot powder. Lorelai's already gone back to work, or I would tell her, well, I do the shopping list. I have to put that on my shopping list. Beetroot powder. I love it. It gives lots of good energy food. I have to watch what I eat because of the heart. Yep. What does beet powder taste like? It has a mild, slightly sweet taste. Okay. Some individuals may experience side effects from beetroot powder when consuming excessive amounts. I would imagine so. Oh my God. I wonder what side effects would you experience? You get like red hair? Do your toenails grow extra long or something? I don't know. People are drawn to beet juice and powder for nutritional reasons. Many people also enjoy the taste. Beets generally have an earthy, bitter. That's why I don't like them. They taste like dirt that are bitter. They taste like bitter dirt. But maybe we'll get a small thing of the beetroot powder and try it out and see how it does. If I like it, maybe I'll incorporate it into my diet because I know it's supposed to be good for you. And look, there's definitely, with the bad heart, not going to hurt me to get things. Research from 2020 suggests that the nitrates in beetroot powder may improve athletic performance and lower muscle soreness after certain exercises. Well, that's good. So we recuperate after exercise better. No, you walk around with, I heard something. All I got to do is look at my wife. Oh, my goodness. Haven't tried it, Brother David. Okay, also, beetroot powder reported to reduce blood pressure. Uh-oh, that's bad. Anti-inflammatory, that would be good. Avert oxidative stress, preserve, whatever the hell that is, function, and restore brain function. Okay. My problem is I don't have high blood pressure. I have the opposite. If I didn't have a pacemaker in, my blood pressure would drop so low I would die. I don't have good blood pressure. What are the cons? Often harmless. The side effects include discoloration of urine, so you turn blue or purple. Stomach upset when taking high doses. HTN's in the house, saying hello to everybody. Everybody say hello to HTN. One of the best ways to take beetroot powder for enhancing athletic performance, which is what MJ needs or wants, is a part of a pre-workout supplement such as Pre-Lab Pro. Okay, so you take it before. I doubt if it would lower my blood pressure too much, but I have what they call, my heart failure is what they call a low ejection fraction rate, meaning my heart doesn't pump enough blood. And so my blood pressure is low. Even today with the devices and the drugs I'm on, it's barely normal. I go in sometimes and to new people that take my blood pressure, and they're taking it 2 and 3 times, and I got to tell them it's okay. I know it's low. It's normal. Quit taking my blood pressure. So, because mine's low, and that's partly why I was passing out so much before the defibrillator went in. I would pass out because it was so low. And if I literally take this out, I would die. I got to get a new one of these. You want to see my scar? Let me show you my manly scar. Ooh. Okay, everybody super chat me. I'm showing some flesh. I want to be a sexy YouTube channel. See, that's where the pacemaker is, and there's 2 scars because this is my second pacemaker. The first one malfunctioned after a couple of months, and they had to put a second one in, a bigger one. MJ and Venus says, I learned all about that just by research. Not that I need it. All right, MJ. You keep telling us that. I had heart disease and signs of it before. Yes. See you, Double Rose. We appreciate you. We do. We appreciate you. And we'll see you again on your live streams, of course, too. So thank you for helping us grow our channel tonight. Was that accident you had count of heart problems, Brother David? Well, what do you mean accident? I've never had an accident. James says, hello, H10. You mean the coma that I was in? Yes. The coma I went into was a direct result of the heart failure and lung failure and kidney failure and septic shock. So, yes, yes. But how my coma came about, it wasn't an accident. I literally woke up one morning, went into the living room to pet my dog Daisy, sat down on the couch, and never woke up again. Yeah, no. So that's how the coma happened. I actually, if I didn't have this pacemaker in, I would have died on the couch that day. The pacemaker kept me alive. Lorelai knew that I wasn't feeling well. I was having problems. So at work, she would call me like every hour to check on me, or every so often she would message me. And she couldn't get a hold of me. So she called the police and everybody to come help me out. And came home, left work and came home and called the police. So, no car accident. No, it's all right, Pat. Nothing to be sorry about. But they said, my dog, they point blankly made it clear to me that if the pacemaker hadn't been there to keep the blood and oxygen going, that's why I have squishy brain syndrome, then I would have been dead on the couch that day. She would have came home to a dead body. So, and that's sad for Lorelai because we'd only been married a couple years at that point. So that's what started the coma. And they took me away and I was in a coma. And I suffered that horrible, relentless torture and beating for 10 months in a coma. So that's what happened there. But no, I'm not petting you no more. So yeah, that's what that is. But maybe I'll try the beetroot powder. I don't know. We'll have to look at that. So, but the pacemaker, the first one they put in lasted about 3 months, and they went, it's not working well enough. So they had to go in. It was a 2-lead, and now I have a 3-lead pacemaker. So 3 chambers of the heart is getting electrical stimulation. And it's been 10 years now. I'm waiting for this one to start beeping so that I can go in and have it replaced and get a brand new one put in. We're going to wait to move to Alabama until I get this replaced because we want my heart doctors here to do the work because we know them versus strange doctors we don't know. But I got to have this replaced sometime this year. So I'm literally just waiting for it to go beep. And once it does that, I can call the heart people and say, look, the pacemaker's beeping. Time to change it. And they'll get me scheduled in, and they will cut me open and take it out. And they'll stick another one in. And then I should be good to go in a day or two. Because they'll have to check it. Right now, I go in every few weeks, about every 6 weeks, and they check the device to see the battery. So they're checking it every 6 weeks now. So that's what we're doing with the pacemaker thing. But, you know. My previous wife, rest her soul, had 2 nerves from her brain to heart and always caused AFib. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, I have a low ejection fraction rate and I have what you call a left bundle branch block, which is part of the electrical system not working correctly. And so my heart doesn't pump enough blood and it misfires all the time. Should have been 1 signal, had 2, that's correct. I had a bad falls accident, counting on my feet and ankles, legs, tendons, my feet, nerve pain, plus heart shortness of breath. Yes. Yeah, you might be thinking of my ankle surgery and my knee surgery. I didn't have any accidents with that. It was just wore out. So, but, you know, today I'm doing the best I've been doing in a long time. I've lost 50 pounds. My back hurts like crazy for some reason, but my health is the best it's ever been. It's not good. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't go get a real job. I couldn't go work. You know, I can't do a lot. I still got to use a mobility scooter, which I desperately need a new mobility scooter. I got to get one but I still have to use one. But my health is the best it's been in 10 years. So, gets out a lot. And for action cardio, yes, that's right. That's right. James says, David, I don't think you would have forgotten the same quality Medicare. And, oh, God, no. If that would have happened in the Philippines, I'd have been dead. No question. No question. No question, James. It would have not happened, James. You're absolutely right. I would have been dead. Plus scoliosis, Pat says, wow, yes, that's not good. But still doing well this far? Good. Good, MJ. You know, so we got to take care of ourselves. I don't like all the drugs I take. I don't like having to deal with it, but I do it because, you know, Lorelei wants me alive. So I keep doing it. But that's all we can do. All right, my friends. Hey, it's after 9:30 here. I think, MJ, are you going to go and do a live stream? I'm going to wind this one down. So it's starting to cool off in my backyard, so I can go inside and get rested up. But it's time to start winding her down. Pat says, it'd be nice to be 21 again. I agree. Dennis was in the house. Dennis, appreciate you for being here. I hope you're enjoying Mexico. I hope you're thinking of me while you're hanging out in Mexico, having a great time. I wish you would go, ah, man, if David was only here, life would be so much better while I sit and enjoy Mexico. I hope that's what you're thinking. Pat says, all right, everybody, I'm taking 0 drugs. Good. Good. I will do a bit later on. All right. So if you guys want to tune in to MJ and Venus's live stream in 30 minutes or so, please feel free to do that. When you guys do that, make sure you shout out my YouTube channel. I'm just kidding. But we appreciate everybody coming in, and hopefully tomorrow's Friday. We might, I don't know if I will do one at this time tomorrow, or we'll just wait until Lorelei gets off work at midnight and do one together or something tomorrow night. But I may do one during the day, may do one in the evening, or we'll definitely do one around midnight because Lorelei will be around after that to do that. Pat says, I'm going to sub to you. All right. So, all right, my friends, we appreciate you all. Take great care, and we will see you tomorrow one way or the other. Be safe, my friends.